All right. So, the Fated Fellowship, Session 99, Escape from the Abyss. I think I'm going to have to come up with a new campaign soon, because technically you are now at the level past where this campaign should be. So I'll have to figure out a new name for this content since no one else has done it. Looks like we have Rhea up for journaling. Obviously, she's not here. Ophelia, you would be next in line. Are you
Aye,
okay?
Captain Bush.
All right. So Ophelia is Scribe and Clank. Actually, we should rename you in here. What's your new character's name?
Linus.
Linus. Okay. So Linus, as a previous scribe, could you give us a rundown of the events of last time, please?
For sure. We started that session trying to figure out what we were going to do. It seemed like we were going to try to find a nice safe place to rest for the night. And Crotus was going to lead us back to his camp on the western side of the town. As we were going there, we noticed that there were some chained devils who were following us. So I told Ophelia, Ashes, and Kudo about that. Oh, I forgot that we met Cora. And Cora
So
is
since
was
we're gonna say since he basically left as soon as I introduced him, let's just kind of pretend that didn't happen.
cool. That sounds good.
Which is
Yeah,
unfortunate because I hate it. Like we devoted a bunch of time to it, but yeah, I think at this point it
yeah,
would be
cool. So we saw some chained devils who were following us, and we found them somewhere somewhat secluded and approached them to ask them why they were following us, and that turned into a battle. And we killed them all. And then we hid their bodies, and we found I guess it wouldn't matter, but a deed for Cora's contract.
Mm-hmm.
The next, we finally made it out to Crotus's hideout, and we took a rest there, and woke up in the morning, and Ophelia and Kudo cast spells to transform us and enhance our abilities. We decided we were going to go to the center of town to General Trask's headquarters, which was the same. The archway for the portal was below General Trask's headquarters, so we were going to go there and try to scout out the area. We did that. We were met by guards. Kudo and Linus did a lot of talking to allow us to get our way into General Trask's headquarters. We went up and met General Trask, where Kudo and I pointed out where demons were attacking the city from and warned of a demon invasion to the north, about 1 day away. Trask did not know of Trask's demise, so Kudo told Trask of that, and he got super angry and started attacking some of his some of the other devils in the room, and ordered us to all leave, and that's where we left off.
All right, thank you for that recap. So technically, Crotus kind of joined your camp, so I'm gonna stick him in there because he's with you now. You have Crotus and Riala. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's it. Alright, so it is the 65th of fall at 9:10 a.m. as the general kind of lost his shit and was very, very angry, drove everyone from his quarters. You escaped downstairs out of the derelict office building, and they are kind of just in the middle of town right now. as a couple of groups of devils are looking confused towards the building where all the angry yelling is coming from. So what do you all want to do? I'll remind you a little bit about what's going on. The group, as you kind of said, was looking to maybe get on General Traskar's good side, the large devil creature.
We were trying to find a way into the basement.
Yeah, you were hoping that getting on his good side, you could trick them into letting you get near the portal, which would allow you to escape finally into the heavens. The only problem is the portal would take a while for your guy Crotus to do his ritual, and doing so could alert the devils to your intentions. So the group.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, that was pretty much it. Go ahead. What were you saying?
Kudo will look at Crotus. Crotus, how long would your ritual take?
He says it would take about 10 minutes.
Or how much time you need? 10 minutes? Okay.
He says yes, much like a standard ritual. Unless I can find a way to summon the energies and dissipate the veil between the two planes quicker. But I don't know of any way of doing that. I'm not powerful enough with magic.
Okay.
Perhaps there's someone else who is familiar with planeswalking. I think there's some sort of tuning fork needed to do so without a diminishing of the veil between worlds.
I'm only familiar with teleportation circles. This is different.
Yes, planeswalking requires
much
more
what
magic.
are you wearing?
What? I think your mic is live.
Sorry.
Yeah. Go ahead. Sorry, what were you saying, Kudo?
No, I'll look over to Ophelia and I'll be like, what do you suggest, fearless leader? Mikey, I think your mic is off. I'm trying to say something.
Oh, it is, dude. Sorry. Holy shit. There's a couple things. All right. Yeah. So as we're like walking out, right, like we're kind of like talking in hushed tones. And like as the people, like these other demons are looking, I'm like, yeah, General's pissed. Better avoid him right now.
The devils.
Like we're getting out of too. Yeah, the devils. I was like, yeah, better avoid him. And we kind of just, I guess we're going to keep escorting away. Looking over at Kudo and what's his face, the other dude. What is
Linus.
his name?
Linus.
No,
yeah.
Linus. Who's the other guy? The one that
Balak?
Crotus.
Crotus?
Crotus
Yeah.
and Balak are the ones with
I
you
look over
right
at Crotus
now.
and Balak, and I'm like, I really have no idea what to do here. Like, you're the turtle dude who just can make friends with people. Like, what do you think we should do?
Yes, that's my thinking, is that our friend Crotus here requires 10 minutes. So I'm wondering what we can do to distract these devils long enough to complete that ritual. Also, I must point out that we did alert them a false alarm to some demons that arrive. But when the demons do not arrive, our guys will be up. But I think
perhaps
we told them 1 day.
One day away.
Although we may have distracted him a bit, Crotus says, with the news of the captain's death. But still, yeah, if he remembers what we said and finds out we were untruthful, that could be a problem. Especially if we're trying to get him to let us into the basement.
Yeah. We did distract a small portion or a contingent of devils left to go scout out, did they? Or not?
I think he did send someone to look into your claims. So he was kind of pissed off that they
Yeah.
hadn't caught that, and the devils were kind of pissed off that you made them look bad.
Yeah.
So,
So our guys
the-
will be up shortly. Yeah.
So we either need to expedite this and go as quick as possible and try to be sneaky about it, or we find something here that the devils could use to fight against the demons, something super, super powerful, and trade that. That's the only options I got in my head. As for getting the 10 minutes, if once we get in there, if we are going the sneaky way, I mean, I have like a small sphere I can use that's unbreakable, but I don't know if that's really gonna stop.
Oh.
And I can only do it for like a minute.
The devils have magic. I wouldn't count on them not having the ability to break your sphere.
Yeah.
But I assume we have things in this bag that can help us fortify the door. We only need to block a pathway for 10 minutes.
Well, have you seen the size of some of those devils? You don't think they could break through the walls? Because I think it would be very dangerous to try to do anything while any of them are nearby. I don't think it would be a safe, Crotus. That said,
True.
what about I remember you mentioning one of your people is allied with the demons. Getting a bunch of
Elric.
background noise
Yes.
again.
Sorry.
Yes, I think his name was Elric. Perhaps maybe his people can help us? Assuming they are loyal to him still.
Well, he was able to summon a small horde of demons. That could be a worthy distraction
Crotus
and buy
says,
us enough time.
Yeah, the only other thing I could think of is somehow gaining enough favor with Traskar that he would trust us. With Trask. Is it Trask or Traskar? Am I forgetting my own names? But yeah,
Traskar.
it is Traskar. Okay, but getting to trust us enough that he would just kind of let us, or we can somehow convince him to not be in this building, or of course just destroy his whole army.
What if
somehow.
we ask Elric to help us, and then we tell Traskar, hey, we have a sacrifice for you at this location, and then we just sneak in during that time?
Would a devil? He says, well, actually, I don't know if he would bother leaving. He would just. I mean, devils don't. I mean, they do have sacrifices at times, but that's more of a demon thing to sacrifice someone.
We can offer. When I mean sacrifices, I mean we can offer up Elric Eldenspell to Traskar. We can tell Traskar, hey, this is where you can find the son of this demon dude. It's a great bargaining chip for you, and then he can leave, and then we go sneak in.
Who is he the son of?
Here's
Go ahead.
I don't Eldenspell. I don't know. He has some connection, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You
What-
always seem to want to sacrifice Elric. What has he done to you? Here, if we're
He's not
going-
exactly
we're
the
doing-
best guy. I wouldn't mind.
If we're doing crazy ideas, this is another crazy idea I have. Is what if we fight a bunch of those big lizard chicken things that you guys talked about over here?
You want to bring
Ooh.
those
I like
dinosaurs
that.
over here?
I mean, I don't know
How
what you're
far away
talking
is
about.
that? That's too far away.
It's like days, dude.
It's
8
days. It's a day,
It's
probably.
a day.
Single
You
day.
still want me to run for a whole day? God, you're asking a lot, Kudo.
And you'd have to
Do I
go
look like
across
I
the
can run
lake
for you,
somehow.
baby? As I
We
go to
have-
my slender 18-year-old body, but I have a demon for me,
All
so
right,
I'm like,
calm
wait.
down.
Jesus. We
It's
have we do
fine.
have water
It's fine.
walking though. So like
Yeah.
as long as we can get to the lake, we can
Walk
we
across
can
it.
beat the T-Rexes. That's so far-fetched. It was just a crazy idea.
That's not. I don't mind that crazy idea
I
because
like
we
the
can look at the strange hatch while we're there too, and then take them
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, I know that you all had some interest in that whatever that hatch might be, or at least you spoke of it a few times.
Yeah, I know they wanted to. We always had the idea that we were going to make it to the bunker, but just stopped here on the way, and we just kind of got stuck here. So, anyways.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like we have a few options. One is to try to get this ritual done while Trask is here, and another is to go check out the bunker.
I think doing it while Traskar's here, you kind of saw him. I don't know if we can hold him off. I think we have to get him out of the city somehow, and then we can deal with everybody else.
Cool.
He's got to be out.
On one side, I almost think it's our best bet, but if we fail at it, we're screwed. We're trapped in this basement with the arch and no way out. And
That's a fair point as well.
Whereas,
might there be a way to go ahead?
Go ahead, or Kudo. You were talking.
No, I'm good.
That was Linus.
Well, as you are speaking, you hear the flap of wings behind you as an imp comes flying up and says, you are the ones who are just talking to Traskar, yes? He wishes to see you. Come back to the headquarters now. And the imp just flies away.
Right.
I'll say telepathically. Alright, I guess we're going up to see the boss.
Decisions made.
Alright, so you head back. There are, looks like a bunch of broken windows up on the second floor now, more than there were before. The demon, or the devils, would of course just allow you to enter. Going up the stairs, you re-enter his lair, where he's now just kind of sitting on a bunch of junk, and says, Scouts, you return. Come here, I must speak to you. He says, you said there are demons coming from the north, yes? About a day's journey?
Indeed.
I believe so.
Indeed. I gotta do my devil voice. Indeed.
Yeah. By happenstance, I lost some of my forces recently. Some devils have deserted, and with these happenings close together, I worry the deserters might be, I don't know if they're in line with the demons, but they may be in line with someone who is allied with the demons. He says, I cannot allow that. I cannot allow them to get away. I want you to go track them down. He says, I have people looking for them, but it seems like there's so much incompetence around here lately with my scouts. And you all spotting those demons may be my only competent trackers.
Indeed.
Well,
we can. I'll telepathically link to them, but go for it, Linus.
I appreciate the confidence in us. It does seem that you all have lost, or we have lost a lot of forces lately, and some of our better scouts have disappeared. Where have you seen these people?
He says, I have.
Where did you send them? Where can we start looking for them?
He says, I will have one of my people speak with you downstairs. One of our scouts has a lead for you to follow.
Right.
The Cambion, I guess he'd give you a name. Hang on. What's this guy's name?
While you figure out the name, I'll link to these guys in quick succession. I'll be like, maybe this is the third option, is to curry favor.
He says,
yeah, like one of the options. We can do it.
His name is Scout Ujiva. He's a Cambion, and he is downstairs. Just let him know that you are working for me and that I've told you to do this.
Okay.
says, track these traitors down and either bring me their heads or bring them back alive so I can take their heads. Whatever's easier.
General Trask, we do not have as detailed of a map as you. Do you mind if I spend a minute or two copying down this map so that we can track them better?
He says, well, I mean, don't the scouts have maps of their own? He says, I have a map sent to you by some of the scouts, but I figured you would have had your own.
We do, but last time you showed us our map, or showed us your map, it had a few details that we didn't have on our map. I understand the idea of or different levels of secrecy and letting people know, letting information being on a need-to-know basis. But it would help us if we had some more details on our map about this guy or about this party.
Give me either deception or persuasion. Also, you could use either here.
And I'll help out by saying that yes, we have our map, but different maps sometimes tell different stories, and it's best if we
share
more
information.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. You can both make the check. Nice.
That go through.
I don't see anything yet. I just have Linus's. Oh, there we go. This is fine. Fine, I can send you the information. He walks over to some stacks of papers. He says, do you have any paper on you?
Of course we do.
So he pulls out a map and says, here, copy this down.
Cool. I will copy it down. Not that one. Maybe.
Okay.
Expert duplication, that's it.
Give me 1 sec. I'm trying something. Okay, so you get some more map of the surrounding area. Looks like that the scouts had created. So let me go ahead and map that. Reveal some stuff for you. I'll just use the token.
These are like possible traitors that he's telling us to go kill?
Yes, it seems like they are defectors, is what he's saying. Or they ran away, or they defected, or they got lost. Whatever the reason, he wants them taken out. He doesn't want to hear why they did it. He's just angry it happened. Okay, so I think, well, probably have the mountains as well. The lake. Yeah, that's probably about it. All right. So yeah, you get a semi-complete map of the surrounding area. At least around the lake. And he says, "Yes. Well, if you're going to track them down, more information would be better. So now, hurry up. The longer you wait, the longer or the farther they'll get."
And should we report directly to you with our results? Or is there somebody else we should connect with?
He says, yes, bring the traitors back here. Again, either in chains or bring me their heads.
Very well.
Sweet.
Go on. Leave. Hurry. Go.
Bounce.
Alright.
I stumble down the stairs.
So you go downstairs Or were you saying something?
No, I was saying I'm slowly shuffling behind, joining, getting out of there right away.
Alright, so you go downstairs. There are several devils in the lobby. A couple of chain devils. Actually, one devil down here is the same type as Traskar. A very large... what type is this? I think they're called, Fire Hellions. So one is a Fire Hellion. And you see a couple of Cambions. One of them is actually missing a wing. And all scarred up.
Interesting.
It looks like maybe an older devil, or at least one who has seen a lot more action.
Does he look like he'd have a spear in his hands?
The older one?
Yeah, the one that's all scarred up with the wings.
He doesn't have a spear. He has a couple of light weapons, as well as leather armor and a bow on his back, a long bow.
We're still looking for that spear.
Oh, yeah. Kudos. Or no, not Kudo. The
Pipe.
other guy's spear.
Yeah.
But those were those were Vrox who stole the spear. Those weren't Cambions.
Yeah.
Okay. He told us to go look for these guys ourselves, right? He didn't tell us to enlist any help. Okay.
Well, he told you, to go find them. And he told you to speak
Talk to
with
Ujiva.
Ujiva, which is, I guess, one of his scouts. It seemed like he thought you knew who Ujiva was, because he didn't say, like, he looks like this. So it sounds like he expected you to know who Ujiva is.
Since you described him so detailed, I'm going to assume the one-winged one is.
That's actually
Ujiva.
Gary, the non-distinct guy next to him.
I'll be
It's
like,
"Oh, Ujiva?"
Gary. I'm just kidding. I'll be like, are you a Jiva?
So he is smoking a cigar. Kind of turns around as you.
What a badass.
This badass. Turns around as you say his name and says, "Yes, I'm Ujiva. Who are you?"
I am Oduk, and we are here to scout out the traitors. We've been told to seek you out first before we set out.
Who told you to seek me out? You're part of the scout team? I don't think I've met you.
Indeed.
He takes a puff.
Indeed.
There's
Contrast.
Captain Trask sent us to get a map. We must be such good scouts that you've never heard of us.
He says, "Are you
All the others you have heard of."
Are you part of Traskar's forces?"
Are you saying
we
cross
are-
map and Traskar?
Traskar.
Traskar.
Traskar. We are. I suppose we are now. We were formerly part of Krask's forces.
Formally. What happened?
Indeed. I shake my head sadly. A massacre it was. The demons overran the camp.
Massacre of incompetence. Fucking hate that guy.
Indeed.
Glad he's dead.
Well, we survived.
All right.
I'll-
Well,
I'll feign.
just
I'll
to give
feign
you
like
an sorry, just to give you an idea of what Cambions look like. That's a
Cool.
female one, but yeah, it's generally kind of more warrior type devils. Though this guy seems like he's a bit smaller, which might mean he's probably better suited for scout work. Although that would probably also explain why he's so scarred up, because he probably got picked on a lot by the more powerful Cambion.
Hmm.
But go ahead. What were you saying?
Oh no, I was just like feigning like a little bit of emotion, but obviously Oduk or Kudo doesn't care.
So, all right. Well, I guess if we're gonna find, so you told him you're looking for the deserters, right? Or did we not
Yeah.
get there yet?
No, we got there.
Okay.
Yeah.
He says, well, if we're going to find these deserters, we have to probably start at their last known whereabouts. I'm guessing he
Indeed.
wants me to lead this expedition since he sent you to me.
I'm not sure about
Oh.
that.
He didn't say anything about you leading it. He values having you close by. He was going to send us, but if you want to join us and help us
Hmm.
to find these deserters, we would appreciate that.
Well,
But-
he says, let's, before anything, let's see if we can pick up a trail. Are you all... I don't really have much faith in Krusk's soldiers. Are you all somewhat skilled in tracking? You think you can do this? Oh, wait! You guys are the ones that tracked down some of the escaped Celestials, right?
Indeed.
Yeah, I thought I
That was us.
recognized you. So you do kind of know how to track. Alright. Alright, well, I'll show you the site, and we'll see if you think you need my help. He says, come on, let's go.
Yeah, I'll point to the. We have a winged champion too, which is Rhea. I'll point to her. Like she's a good tracker.
Oh, he kind of eyes her. He says, well, don't recognize her, but, you know, we're all together in this blood war, so if you say she's good, I'll assume she is. Alright, so he leads you outside, kind of through the streets, as he says. The escaped deserters were kind of on watch last night, and then when the next shift came, we didn't have anyone to trade places with. No signs of a struggle, so we don't think they were dead. And I did find more tracks when I came to search the area later. So I believe they and a bunch of others went AWOL during the night. I was gonna go search for them, but whatever reason Traskar kept me said to wait on that. So unfortunately, that means they have a little bit of a head start, as it's what time is it? It's now, I'd say it's like 10:30, as you've been walking around a bit.
What did they look like?
He says several. Well, I know the guard in the evening was a chain devil. I don't know exactly what the other devils were, as they all had boots. So I'm guessing they are. Well, actually, do chain devils have boots? Let me check. I don't think they do, actually. Where is it? I forget if they have clawed feet or boots. Or barbed devils. Well, I guess they were barbed and chain. He says the barbed devils usually do patrols at night, as they're fairly good at keeping an eye out. So the barbed devils tracks are not booted, but all the others that I found at the scene were. So I'm guessing it was a combination of Cambion and chain devils who do wear boots.
Okay.
How interesting. We should, yeah, let's find them. Well, you should probably stay here, though. Do we have a way to communicate with you?
This is telepathically, but you know, obviously that's only a certain distance. I don't employ magic, unless some of you do.
Oh, I could send a spell to you, sir.
Excellent. Well,
Ah.
then you can tell me, and I can update Traskar. So he shows you
Sounds
the area, kind of bends down and points out the markings. He says this looks like the area where he landed when he jumped off the wall. And he kind of points, looks like northeast, and says he looks like he took off through the field. And over here you can see the other tracks, which I believe followed him shortly after. So I think you're going northeast into the wastelands. You know,
Whoa.
don't envy you. It's a dangerous assignment he put you on.
It's better than going into the swamps or the lake.
is. That's true. The lake is pretty dangerous as well. Well, is there anything else you need?
I think that was it.
All
Yeah.
right.
Thank you.
Excellent. Well, good luck, and let me know what you find.
Oh, we will. Thank you.
All right, so you're gonna start tracking.
Yeah, as we start getting
Yeah,
out,
what
as we're
about you?
finally out of earshot, I look over. I'm like, God, I fucking hate talking to those guys. Thank you, Kudo. Appreciate you doing it for me. Well, and you too, Liner.
Yeah, if we're out of earshot, well, I'll just telepathically link and say it's like, I have another idea. And I'll tell them, I'll just like link to each of these guys, like one after the other. I'll be like, I think maybe we can sow discord within their very ranks. If there's already deserters, then what if he suspects that there are moles or other deserters or traitors, even that are still with him?
Ooh.
That's a pretty good idea. And Kudo, what do you think of this? Were those the guys that we killed? I think it was. And if it was, we know where the bodies are. Why can we just bring back their heads from the dead bodies and present it like we killed them?
Oh yeah, on a platter. I agree.
Well, the ones we killed were in the city. These seem to be moving out into the wasteland, so I don't think they're the same.
Oh, shit.
Well,
Oh.
let's hunt them down.
It was a shot, guys.
Why do you think these devils deserted?
Maybe they
Oh.
feared the demons.
I
Yeah.
wish Star was my boss.
Hmm.
You risk death otherwise.
It's death one way or the other. Maybe, but yeah, who knows? It might be. If we find them, we can ask them.
Alright, just give me a sec. Okay, yeah. I was uploading a higher resolution version of this map because it was giving me a headache being blurry. And it did upload it correctly.
I'll add, depending on their reasons, maybe they could be allies. We'll see.
Okay. Hey, wait. What if we did something like this, right? We go hunt these guys down. What if we go back to the town, cut the heads off those dudes, and present the dudes that we killed in town as well and say there were more traitors?
Do you think you could sell a story like that?
Oh, I can't.
I might be able to.
Well, it could
I
earn
guess we
us
should find
extra
out what these
favor.
dudes want first.
We should definitely find these escaped AWOL devils
That's what it
first.
sounds like.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be the first one. We should probably hear what they have to say as well.
It does rule out an ambush, though. Do you really think
Well-
devils are worth talking to? Crotus says.
If we can get them to turn on everybody in the town, and then in the mayhem we can just go do what we need to do.
Alright, give me... So you have the trail already. I don't need perception, but I do need survival. I'll take
Could
over.
we take a quick hour to rest?
Sure, if
And
you want.
maybe
Yeah.
eat or drink some tea and eat some snacks.
So
before we set out to Dangerous area.
Crotus would look at you and say, well, I mean, that would give our quarry an hour to get further ahead. They already have several hours. Why do you want to wait?
You have powers that you need to refresh.
I do.
That's why.
I absolutely do. And 1 hour versus giving them an extra hour. It seems like they've already had several hours of head start. 1 hour versus 6 doesn't make that big of a difference.
They had 3 hours of a head start on you right now. Because they went AWOL in the morning, is what he believes. Although I guess he wouldn't know the exact time, so it could be more. So you do want to just wait an hour?
Or we'll look for Rhea. Rhea, can you help us?
He says, yeah, I was the one I assumed who was going to do the tracking.
Cool. I'm down to just move ahead with Rhea tracking.
She says, I do think we should, unless we really need to take a break, I think we should go. Because I think taking an hour would...
Let's do it.
She nods. All right, and she says, I'm happy to accept some help, Ophelia. While you're not trained, your wisdom would be invaluable. So you can make a wisdom check helping her as if you were trained. So you gain proficiency.
Oh, I gain proficiency, so that's
Just
plus
for this roll.
4. Plus 4.
All right. So you and Rhea work together, helping her quite a bit as you help point out some stuff as she's kind of explaining things. Making good time, catching several clues as you follow the trail. You get to a point where you would guess the original group of 6 was joined by another 4 devils. You think they stayed here for a while and then moved on. But you think you might be getting much closer because they were here for a little bit, so that bought you some time. We're looking at about 10 enemies, Riala says. So this might not be an easy fight if we are going to try to kill them. I don't know the exact composition. There's at least 3 barb devils, which are probably the weaker of the bunch.
We also don't know how many are flying.
Well, I don't... Yeah, it's true. I guess some of them could be flying. I didn't see any evidence of boots touching down and taking off as we went. So if they do have flying devils with them, it seems they're all walking right now.
Okay.
Alright, so you
Well, we
continue.
don't have much choice. Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. 1, 2, 3. So about 5 hours pass. Let me make a roll to see if anything happens during the journey. And let me know if any of you want the camera for RP while this is happening. Okay.
I want to take a selfie.
Alright. Hey. Abyss selfie.
Look over at Kudo, and I was like, Kudo, where did you learn to talk how the demons or devils talk and be so good at it?
Oh shit! How I don't have that language. I guess I was speaking common the whole time.
I just meant like their vernacular. Obviously, you're using my spell, but I'm just wondering how you were able to.
I assumed
communicate
you
with
were
them.
talking telepathically, actually.
Oh yeah.
Because demon
Well,
or
telepathically.
yeah, devils and
doesn't
demons do
necessarily-
use telepathy to communicate.
Oh, that's handy to know.
Yeah.
So you can just do that every time, then, right?
Yeah.
You could just link with them.
Some of
but
them do
they,
anyway.
Oh, so with telepathic speech, I don't need to know their language. I can always speak to them.
I believe so. At least that is the rule for. Oh, you know what? I was thinking of the wrong things. Never mind. Yeah, I guess you would have been speaking in common, which they also speak. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it says to understand each other, you each must speak mentally in a language the other knows. So,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
common it is.
Because I know for monsters, if they have telepathy, they can just talk to things. They don't have to know the language. I wonder why they did it different for PCs.
Make it easier for DMs, probably.
Yeah, maybe. Just kind of inconsistent. Alright, well,
Anyways,
yeah.
I'll just shrug my shoulders, so I don't feel it. I don't know. I just got a knack for it.
Apparently, you won me over. So, I mean, that says a lot.
But Linus, you're pretty good too. You're pretty slick with words.
Wow, thank you. I appreciate it. I have been around.
It's weird because like Clank never was. I'm just not used to it. I still can't look at him and not think of Clank. Sorry, Linus. I'm trying.
When we get back to Gaian, it's depending on who's there. It may be better to refer to me as Clank there, but I trust you all. And Linus, you can call me Linus.
Sorry, just give me one moment to check something. Okay.
Kudo, how long does your image thing or transformation last?
It's in the ledger. I don't want to open up the ledger because I feel like
You're
Google
fine.
Sheets
It'll
will
trash.
take up more battery power.
Oh no!
Down
You're
to-
fine.
I can
I
check
forgot
that
about
later.
all that. Man,
Wait, which?
It's in the ledger though.
Okay.
Yeah. So you can
If you
check
go
that.
under
what?
the quest tab maybe or task tab or something.
That sounds right.
Yeah, in fact,
It lasts until next. I don't know what time is it.
Sunward
Actually? Let me
seeming
look at the-
16 hours. It started at
So-
12 a.m.
5 hours passed for this journey. It is
It's going to fade
currently.
at 4 p.m.
I think it was 3:30.
Yeah, it says 3:30 on here.
Yes, I just.
It
updated
fades
the
in
time.
half an hour.
Oh, okay.
But the if that was all for the camera, the trip would lead you to a cave in the side of the cliff face. Looks like it's up a little bit higher. There's like a 20-foot climb to get up to it, and looks like the tracks head up that way.
Hmm.
What's the plan? Go in sneaky and try to kill them all, or do we go in peacefully and try to like persuade them?
I don't want to go. I don't think we should go directly follow the tracks at this point. I think we should go like a long way around and go in sneaky.
cool.
Try to
Sounds
go in
good.
sneaky.
I like that plan. Definitely like
Yeah,
that.
so
plan.
like we're not gonna like just walk over the tracks because they're probably guarding that direction. I don't know
Yeah.
if we can
Look for a
circumvent
different
little
way
bits.
in,
Yeah.
or should we like write a note and send it in?
Crotus says natural caves don't usually have multiple ways into them. I guess this one probably goes in a ways and then dead ends. Do we want to maybe send a scout to take a look? I could try to move in quietly and see what I see.
Yes, if you can get out, if you can escape, if you are confident you can get out safely.
I gotta be right back, guys.
Cool.
I think if we all go in, we might not be as sneaky unless we have the help of Ria's spell.
Yes, Ria's
That's without trace.
paths. Yes.
Well, I can first of all see if there might be another way in, and also see what type of guarding, or if there's any guards at the door. So why don't
Cool.
you give me a little bit?
Sounds good.
So we'll go over to
We
the
believe
side a
in you.
little bit, try to hide, and wait for him.
Okay. So he heads up there. Going on a short mission, which requires a few skill checks.
Can you roll him so it's visible to all of us?
No, I'm rolling on my desk here. It's too hard to pull up the things.
Okay.
This is much
Roll it
easier.
on the camera so we know you're not cheating. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, redirect the camera down at my desk.
Yeah.
That's
Actually, pretty cool.
It would be a dice cam, but half the point is to hide the dice rolls. You're not sure how well he did.
Oh, sometimes it's fun to see. I don't know. Anyways, go ahead.
Sometimes.
Sorry.
But
It's fun to see when we lose and die.
So
Yeah.
about half an hour passes. He returns. He says they only have one guy keeping an eye out. It's one of the barb devils. So if we wanted to try to jump him and maybe, knock him out or incapacitate him, that could be an option. I looked around. I did not see anything in the immediate area as an alternate way in. Now, there could be another way in, like, deeper in the mountains, but that would be a much more dedicated search. I figured I'd keep it simple.
Okay. This is a question. So I like the idea of jumping him and taking him out. But
Yep.
Who is right now seeming as a barb devil, and can we use the disguise kit from Linus to kind of make some touches to make him look like him? You know what I'm saying?
Ooh. I like that plan.
Yeah.
A disguise kit could be used to do such a thing if you have proficiency in it.
Yeah. Does Linus have proficiency in it?
Oh, I'm gonna need an hour. I need to read a few books.
Oh, okay.
So apparently not.
Alright, let's look, step one, jump him. Let's do it.
Alright,
Cool.
So you're going to attempt to jump and incapacitate this guard, which I assume means you're going to try to sneak up. Riala says, I could do pass without trace. I think that's the only way we're all going to get close unnoticed.
Alright.
Pass without trace, and we might want to wait for Mikey to get back if we're gonna go in a combat
that
situation.
guy.
But like, I think Mikey has silence too, which might be good in this situation. I don't know.
I'll check in with him really quick. But yeah.
Let me check in with Mary. See if she may have fallen asleep or something.
Alright. Sorry about that, guys.
I wish
You
I
are
had
good.
like something I could connect to my laptop, and I use like I crank it with my hand to give it more power or something. I'm realizing in this situation that I'm like woefully unprepared for like an emergency situation. Like I don't even have a flashlight.
Yeah,
I only
flashlight's
have,
good
like,
to
my
have.
phone flashlight.
There's actually batteries you can buy, like big battery packs that you can plug stuff into that'll let it like keep running for many hours. If you have
Yeah.
those
Oh, I might
charged, those
do
are good
that.
too.
We go camping.
I need to do that because like apparently I live in an area that's like on the edge of a wildfire hazard area, and they always keep saying like the big one is always going to happen like for earthquakes or whatever. So like I'm just like I have like nothing. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
You
Wait,
need
how are
time to
you-
hold me.
How are you getting internet?
Using my phone.
Oh, like a hotspot.
Yeah, I probably should be using the last juice of my phone for more important things, but this is, this is-
Yeah, it's like
Uh,
later on,
can I
the
give
fires
you-
get there. You're like, I gotta call emergency service. Fuck, I was playing too much D&D.
Can I give him an
It's
insight
not on
point to
D&D.
Kudo?
Sorry, what?
Insight to Kudo for playing on his phone and saving it for emergency services.
Yeah,
That's
it's a true nerd. That's at your funeral. We'll all we'll all give a speech about that. To the end, he used his phone for D&D as it should be.
I was dedicated.
But yeah,
Though, oh, sorry, go on.
I was just gonna say battery packs or even like solar panels, as I imagine you have tons of sun out there. Or
That's
both.
true. Yeah.
Because I know, at
It's
least
crazy,
in
though.
Washington, they're doing a huge push for solar energy, and I think you can. I know here you can actually sell your power you get onto the grid, which will reduce your energy bill, and you can get batteries, so it kind of stores it in case there is an outage, and then it goes off the batteries for a bit.
That's smart.
You can get personal ones too, just so you know, for a phone charger or something like that, or a computer charger,
Yeah,
something that can put one outlet, relatively cheap. You charge it, like Lou was saying, in the wall. Takes a couple hours to
Yeah.
charge. But then the battery life, it lasted for me charging me and my girlfriend's phone for a whole week while we were camping.
Yeah,
So,
and that's actually why I got a battery pack, because we went camping, me and my ex-wife, and I needed to bring my CPAP, and it like ran it all night, so it does have a decent amount of power with the newer batteries. But
Yeah.
anyway,
I guess even
Okay.
attractive dudes have to use a CPAP, huh?
huh?
I guess even attractive dudes use CPAP machines. Lesson learned.
Yeah, because they're awesome. I love my CPAP. I didn't like it at first, but now I almost can't sleep without it.
I get it.
Fucking awesome.
It's nice
Love-
to breathe.
I love
Yeah.
CPAPs. Okay, anyway. Why is Riala's sheet... Oh, all of Mary's sheets always, like, crash my browser.
It's because she has
She's got,
100
like,
macros.
1,000 macros.
See?
She's got like
on her feed.
macros that do like infinite loops. And stuff.
She's an international hacker. She's actually stealing all my personal information every time I open her sheet. It's like
She's
messing
This is
with
downloading
the...
personal.
Go ahead.
Oh no, but it's saying there's like a meter that's saying downloading personal information.
Yeah, she's like messing with my dice algorithms. So next time she rolls, they're all like 20s. I'm like, what's going on? Mary's crazy today. Alright, so
Good rolls.
good rolls.
Somebody talks some shit to Mary, suddenly they're all shit rolls.
Yeah. Let's see. Does she have pass without trace prepared? Yes, she does. Alright, so she is going to cast it. And you are all suddenly much more quiet as you make your way to climb up. The climb itself is not too difficult, but once you get close, you do see there's some open area to move towards the guy who's looking out every now and then, but not keeping a very vigilant watch. He probably doesn't expect anything. So go ahead and
I
give
will-
me stealth.
Is that everyone? Like,
And-
I got a roll too?
Anyone who's trying to
stealth
sneak up
plus
on him. Yeah, stealth plus
Yeah.
10, exactly.
But I'll link to Ophelia and I'll be like, "Do you have the spell Silence?" To
I do.
Stop this. Ooh, to stop the guard from, you know.
I need to, do I need to speak? Yeah, it has. I'm like, he might hear me speaking. Should I try it anyways?
It's better than him shouting. But
Okay.
yeah, before we strike, that might be a good idea. I'll link or you're gonna say something else to me?
Yeah, I am going to. Suddenly, everybody feels like themselves, like getting empowered. It's going to be the four of us, so Rhea included.
Cool. And I'll link to Linus, letting him know what the plan is.
Awesome. Thank you.
So I guess I'm sneaking up with him.
So I think 19 is the
can do it.
lowest roll
Plus
so
10.
far.
Oh shit!
19,
Oh, actually, okay, 22.
Alright.
Oh,
So... Yep.
doesn't matter. It would be 23, but it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, you don't have heavy armor. That's so weird that it does.
I
that.
do have heavy. I have the half plate, but it counts as heavy, like because it's
Okay. Gotcha.
Alright, well,
it's technically me, but it has the equipment of heavy.
So you sneak forward. He hasn't noticed you yet. Are you just all going to jump on him and try to attack him? Like, how are you going to do this?
I'll
really
telepathically link to Kudo saying, should I try to draw him out with some of my mimicry abilities? But yeah, let's just attack him.
Whoa! How far away? No, that's not a bad idea. I wasn't saying that.
So he is in
How
the...
far away is he?
So right now he's in the mouth of the cave. You all are pretty close, like in the kind of hiding behind the rocks, about 20 or so feet away outside.
Oh, 20 or so feet. Yeah, this not much room. I think we silence him and then.
Cool.
Do we have
Let's
a way
do
of,
it. I love that.
Do we have a way of holding him in place though? That's the main thing.
I can't do both.
Yeah, I can help. I can cast I mean, I have one very strong spell, telekinesis, or I can just make some tentacles and try to hold him in place that way. Is he winged? No, he's barbed, right?
Yeah, it's a barbed
Yep.
devil.
Alright.
Cool.
I think I'll
Uh,
do tentacles.
Sounds
Okay.
good.
So you're starting with a silence, and then springing tentacles on him. Let me. Oh, I guess I'll put your tokens out.
Oh,
just so
can I
we-
cast that? Could I have casted that psionically?
Yeah, sure. If you have the
Make
points.
it uber sneaky.
All
Yeah.
right, so
So
to make this easier, we're going to use the to be continued screen. Go ahead and pull your tokens out and just roll for initiative.
Don't forget to add emboldening bond for your initiative rolls, fellas.
emboldening bond. They put the little stars on me.
Because you are emboldened.
I
Whoa.
do. That's,
I have
love,
power.
I love that.
Oh!
Initiative rolls too.
You got your power back?
Yes.
Congrats.
Oh man.
That's
Let
always
there be
nice.
light.
Oh,
There goes the
Thank
I
you,
candle
thought that was like a
ambulance.
ambulance.
stroke of an emboldening bond. I didn't think actual power.
Just as I was down to 25%, guys, I was like, oh my god, I'm not gonna live much longer.
The dice gods have rolled in your favor.
PG&E came through.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, buddy. Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Oh
It's
yeah,
fucking game
buddy.
time. I'm fucking turning on my
What happened to the
keyboard
candle
lights,
ambience?
fucking full RGB and everything.
Candlelit
man,
ambiance
this is
goes out the
fucking-
fucking window
It is,
as soon as he gets
it
power.
is on. It is on, man. I'm fucking,
Alright.
These devils don't stand a chance.
Yeah, they're fucked.
As soon as Felix gets power.
Oh shit, it
fuck
went
ambiance.
down again. Oh no, it's back up.
You might want to start charging your phone just in case. They might cut it again. Like plug that shit in. Oh. Uh-oh. He was taken out by the man.
Jinxed it, Lou.
Snipers got power and they sniped him.
I blame PG&E.
Well, hopefully he'll come back in a moment. Give him a sec. He said he still had 25% power, so I'm assuming that's not the reason.
Lou, do you know what old people smell like?
I do.
Depends.
Oh. Just kidding.
Why we can't have nice things, Mike?
I hope Kudo is okay.
He just reconnected to Roll20, so I'm assuming.
He's coming back.
Matt, don't forget to change your initiative with your little 3 there.
I thought I did.
Oh, maybe you
originally
didn't.
rolled a 12 and I should be at 15.
Yeah.
Oh no, I didn't. I thought I did. I blame Roll20. I'm gonna send an angry letter to their executives about their interns. It's
Yeah,
unacceptable.
dude. If you forget to hit that enter at the end, it just messes it all up.
Unacceptable.
Unacceptable.
Oh, he's back.
Interns.
Sorry about
He's alive.
everything just wonky
Sure.
for a second, but here I am.
Well, as I was saying,
+2d4.
you might want to plug in your phone to recharge just in case you do end up losing power again soon. I know that happened
It's
to
actually
me
fully
once.
charged. It charged off my laptop, so I'm good actually there.
Oh, okay. Or plug your laptop in, or whatever is. Yeah.
Yeah, the laptop is definitely plugged in right now for sure. Yeah.
All right. So it happened to me once. I was like, "Oh, I got power back." After it had been out for like an hour, it was on for like 10 minutes, and then it was off again. It's
You
like,
just,
God
like,
damn it!
You like doom scrolled on Reddit like all your leftover battery power. And then it cuts out.
Yeah. Well, luckily I did plug my phone in because it was really low. But yeah, then like when the power went out again, I was only up to like 30 or 40%.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, I'm rolled. Oh, I forgot to click on my guy. I'm an idiot.
It happens.
Let's add that. Make it a 12. Let's make it 12.1. Oh, can I use my first roll? No, I gotta. I know the rule. 12.1.
Yeah, it's all right. So the Barb Devil is disadvantage because he would be surprised. So he is 10 points.
Well, I like the new surprise rules. I think it's more
Right.
I do.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah, I've always surprise was always kind of weird, and I think it does make it a little bit less punishing. Like, because with surprise, it's almost like if you get surprised, like you're pretty much guaranteed to win. Just get
Exactly.
a full round of extra actions.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the first act, as you sneak in, is going to be Ophelia. Oh, excuse me, Ophelia.
I already linked the silence to cast it before. I should have known before we did initiative, so I will just link the spell description because that's obviously what I'm doing.
Alright, so you chant, making some noise. He sort of looks over as things go all quiet, then kind of is now looking around confused.
Sphere.
Basically surprised. You don't have to put it on the board. This is theater of the mind.
Oh, okay.
Linus, what are you gonna do?
Oh, I still wanna. Does he see me yet? Now that I started.
No, he heard you because you basically are kind of around the corner a little from the rock, so he heard something, but now it's all quiet.
Is the plan to kill this dude?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Just
then
center silence on him, so like you can't.
I just run right up to his face.
Okay.
And,
So he is definitely surprised as you come rushing up. The silence
be-
on him.
in the sphere with him, so I'm silenced as well.
Okay.
And with my bonus action, I am just going. Actually, how close? Where's a cliff edge? Is there a cliff edge anywhere around here, Lou?
It's behind you a bit. It's not close to where he is.
Okay, then I'm not gonna do anything. Never mind.
Alright,
That's
so
it.
you rush up, engaging as he seems very surprised. Kudo.
Oh, did we skip Linus?
Did we?
I think so.
Oh, right, because Mikey kind of jumped back in there. Linus.
I'm assuming I can't be seen right now, so I have advantage.
Yeah, so
Ranged
basically
attack.
you are still kind of around the corner as Ophelia goes
Oh.
rushing out. You quickly step out, hurling your dagger, which will definitely strike, and double the sneak attack, which it looks like it rolled
Man,
terribly.
low rolls.
So
Yo.
Still good damage.
39 points. Your dagger strikes him in the shoulder. He is slightly wounded by it, 1 level of wound. Stumbling back, making no noise though, thanks to the silence. Anything else?
I'll bonus action hiding again.
Oh, and I
Try to.
forgot to roll initiative for Balak and
That's
for-
your stealth with
That doesn't seem right. That doesn't seem right.
Doodle-loo-loo-loo.
Sorry about that.
No worries.
No,
Always
you
like
are
to
good.
Fine.
Okay, so
Yeah, your
Linus's
stealth is
turn.
pretty-
Or wait, what were we doing?
He's hiding. He's
Oh,
trying
he's
to
hiding.
Yeah,
bonus action hide.
I was gonna try to bonus action hide.
Do you have some kind of expertise in stealth? Or what's
I
it
do
called?
have expertise in stealth, but I don't.
why.
But the whatchamacallit, reliable talent doesn't kick in until level 13, so should not be turned on.
Alright, so not reliable, just extra stealth. So you still
Yeah,
rolled
so it
decent.
should be 14.
Alright, he actually would still see you. So you are
Well,
not
14
hidden.
plus 10. 14
Oh,
Oh,
plus
because
10.
yeah, that's
He's
true.
past
He
the
is in the area, so no, he does not see you.
Forgot about that.
Alright, Kudo, what are you gonna do?
I'm not going to take any chances, so instead of the tentacles, I'm going to do telekinesis, but I'm also going to do that psionically.
Okay.
And so that is just 4 sorcery points instead.
Okay.
And I will use, I believe it is an action to grab him with it.
Alright. And I think some of you do have Arcana, right? Proficiency.
Yes.
Okay.
A lot of us do.
So if you have
Yes.
Arcana proficiency, you would know mechanically, basically, he is CR5. To give you an idea of his ability set. Okay, so you have to roll for that. That's just something you have if you're proficient. So you cast telekinesis. He has to make a strength check, right?
Strength check of 18. Sorry, not 18. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Yes, 18.
Okay. Yeah. Well, wait. Your spellcasting ability contested by, so 18 strength check. Or not saved. Check.
Not a save, a check, which is the key part of this.
Okay. So I think no, he has advantage to saving throws, being a devil.
They're not checks.
So he
Oh,
would be grabbed by you
Sweet.
in the silence.
He's restrained.
All right, so
Alright,
you
I'm gonna move back to the
restrain him.
back line.
Okay. The barb devil goes. He is going to struggle using his action to try to break free, which I think he has to make another strength check, right? Yeah.
I'm not sure if he can.
it just says until the end
Oh,
of the next turn he's restrained. He doesn't get a save.
I don't think. I don't think he can. No, I don't think he can break free.
All right.
I have to maintain it on him.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you maintain it, he might break out. All right, so in that case, he is going to. He's going to take a slash at Ophelia, who's right next to him. Clawing at you first. Disadvantage. The 2 claws and the tail swing, but he's pretty tied up and is unable to land. As he swings impotently within the silence spell. That is it for him. Riala says, the silence should block our voices from entering the cave. Are we killing this guy? I thought we were going to talk to them. And she will, I guess, seeing everyone kind of attacking him, At least for now, rush up and cast a spell.
Oh yeah, I don't know if we want to kill him, but it looks like we are.
I was asking. I was like,
Oh, and I'm blocked again.
Well, we can knock him out
There we
with
go.
a melee hit, right?
You
can,
can. You can
do
do non-lethal as long as it is a melee attack that brings him to 0. Alright,
Okay.
so... actually, she'll use Sacred Flame. Oh. Sacred Flame broken? Alright, let me fix her Sacred
all
Flame.
the ones you think would work.
Sacred Flame. Just re-pull it. Or attempt to, anyway. Why is it not working? Try that one more time. Alright, I am just going to roll manually. This doesn't seem like her sheet is accepting spells.
I'll be like, I will call out to the people outside this. Oh, I guess I don't want to shout too much, but I'll like just say whoever is within talking range that let's try to take him prisoner.
Alright. So, being restrained, I believe he automatically fails dex saves. So he will be seared for 9. Yeah. That will give him a 2nd level of wounds. That's it for her. Balak says, alright, we're taking him prisoner. Let's go knock him out. And he is going to rush up and around the corner. He's not going to flank because he doesn't want to get too far into the cave. Oh, is disadvantage? Oh.
Yeah, I think so.
Really? I thought I looked this up before and it said that you have... Oh, it's stun. Stun is the one who gives auto fail. That's right. Alright, so dex save at disadvantage. She would fail. Okay. So Balak is going to run up, try to mace him. Oh, look at those terrible rolls. 13 will not be enough as he bashes him, but the creature's natural armor does not let the attack deal any damage. New round, Ophelia.
Okay.
The creature is struggling and trying to claw wildly.
I'm gonna just bash him with my mace and bless it. Bless strikes. I guess I gotta hit first, but, you know. So plain old fucking mace. I'm gonna emboldening bond this attack.
Alright, 17 will connect, bashing him for...
Plus a D8.
So -1 to the damage, so 3, plus 7, 10 points. So you just smack him in the head. There's a little burst of radiant energy. Anything else?
No, that's gonna be it. I have nothing else.
All right.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna move. I lied. I'm gonna move. I will go further inside to give this dude flank.
Okay. Linus.
That's it.
I am going to throw my dagger at him.
All right. So you whip your dagger once again, striking him for 29 as he continues to struggle in vain. And that will put him to 3 levels of wound as he's starting to look very beat up.
I'll run over here and try to hide again.
Okay.
But before I hide, I would say, are we tying him up and bringing him out?
Yeah.
Cool.
Kudo will be like, will nod and be like, let's question him.
So also,
Sounds good.
there is a new action you can take if you have a rope. It lists it under the rope itself. If someone's restrained, you can tie them up, and there's some details on like how they can escape. But yeah, it can be done if someone is like restrained or grappled or a bunch of other stuff. So if you have a rope, you can try to do that. If you don't want to just beat him to death.
Cool.
But anyway, Linus went, so Kudo. You maintain the spell.
Alright, Kudo.
So, right?
Yeah, Kudo will
So he has to make
try to
another
keep him
strength check.
restrained. Yep.
Okay.
Wriggle, wriggle, wriggle.
So he attempts to pull free. Oh, but fails and is continues to be trapped in the silence. He is desperately clawing, and it seems like he's trying to yell.
Nice. And I'm going to use a free item interaction to pull out some manacles.
Okay.
I've been holding these forever. And I'll be like, you think you can find them? And
Curious why Kudo has manacles.
with my background.
Officer Kudo. He has like his son. He has his shades on. Excuse me, sir.
I'll go right up to the edge of the silence, and then I'll use a bonus action to telepathically link to the demon and try to talk to him through the silence and be like, why did you flee? What is your purpose? And that's my turn.
So give me a persuasion at disadvantage, as he's currently hostile.
I'm gonna use him. Can I use Emboldening Bond on checks?
Yes, you can.
Oh shit!
Emboldening Bond is like almost everything.
These clerics are awesome.
30.
So he seems surprised as you suddenly speak in his mind. He says, Traskar dogs, release me! He seems very angry still, but he at least kind of talked to you. And I guess we can drop out of combat at this point. As the scout with you kind of drags him away out into the yard. Well, keeping him in the silence, but drags him out a bit. And looks over to Kudo and says, "Are you speaking to him?"
Yeah, I'll say I'm speaking to him, and I'll pass the manacles over to anybody who thinks they can wrangle him well. But I have telekinesis for 10 minutes.
I thought you wrangled him already.
Oh, we wrangled him already? No, I don't think so. I couldn't walk all the way. I couldn't walk up to him.
Telekinetic.
Well, I just assume, like you, because it's theater of the mind, so I just assume you walked in and did it, because he's not that far away.
Oh, you know what? I could do that, because I can use my action to move him closer to me. I couldn't... if it's theater of mind, we weren't doing distance, then sure, whatever.
And your spell still works in the silence, you just can't cast the spell originally.
Yeah, so we'll say...
No, it wasn't... That's not...
Yeah, we'll say you kind of pull him out a bit, but make sure to keep him in the silenced area. Walking over, you clamp the manacles on him. He is struggling.
Perfect.
He says back to you, "You will die here." He says, "My people will kill you." But give me an insight check.
Okay.
Bowling bond.
I will communicate this to Ophelia, what he's saying to me, so that maybe she can help.
I say maybe you can try to convince him that we should do this without bloodshed.
So
Yeah,
well, with a 17, you did notice he called you Traskar's dogs, which seems strange if he was actually working with Traskar, because he would be one as well. So that makes you think there's more going on here. Maybe he's some kind of
Okay.
spy.
Yeah, and I will tell the others, like, maybe we should gag him because the silence is not going to last forever. But whatever the team is doing while they're doing it, I'll link back to him and say, we are no dogs of Traskar. We are not all that we seem.
Give me another persuasion. I'll say normal this time. Or
Sweet.
deception, because I don't know what your intentions are, so you can use either at this point.
Well, I mean, that was quite literally the truth. So I will do emboldening bond on this again.
All right. So, he says, "Wait. Well, if you are not with Traskar, then who are you with? Another of the Devil Lords?" He says, "Are there?"
I will shake my head
Okay.
and I'll be like, "I'll go ahead, finish up."
Oh, well, I just said, "Are you with another faction of the Devil Lords within this area? Are there more of them?"
I'll be like, "We serve no devils. We're actually from another plane, and I'm not sure if you're able to, but you might be able to see through this illusory guise of ours. But we are no friends to Traskar. Let me assure you of that."
He says, "Another plane. Are you from one of the other what is it, the Nine Hells? I think it's the Nine Hells." He says, "Are you from a different one of the hells than we are?" He says, "Who is your master? And why attack us here if you're not with Traskar? What's your angle?"
We're really trying to figure that out, but I would like to know what the other party is doing if they're gagging him, because maybe we can drag him out of earshot of the cave and interrogate him, and then if we're cool with it, then maybe meet his other friends. But yeah.
So you mentioned that he should be gagged, at which point your ally nods, pulling out a cloth, kind of shoving it in his mouth, and Crotus would grab the manacles and just kind of pull him a little bit, saying in common, "If you scream, I will cut your throat, and they won't hear you anyway because of the silence." He just kind of nods.
Indeed. Yeah.
So where are you
Okay.
bringing him to?
Like a good distance away from the cave, so that we can all interrogate him, because I don't want to be the only person interrogating him.
So it's about 50 feet from the cave mouth to the ledge that you had to climb up, and then there's like another 20 feet to climb down that.
Oh, so you're telling me it's not very feasible?
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
you could.
Take him to the ledge.
You can just take him
Kudo,
off the
take
edge.
him to the
Yeah,
ledge.
you could climb down the ledge with him.
Alright, well, what do you guys think? I want the
Let's-
others to...
Let's climb down. Let's climb down and move kind of out of earshot away from here.
Alright, so we'll try to climb down with him. If it's
Alright.
not too gnarly looking. Yeah.
So you climb down a little bit, so you are a decent distance. How long does silence last?
A minute.
An hour.
Okay,
An
those
hour?
are very different times.
Those are very. Those
I
are
guess
two
for a
very.
minute. If it's really an hour, I'm going to be shocked.
I think it's
Oh,
a
10
minute.
minutes. 10
It
minutes.
takes 10 minutes to cast.
Minutes.
Doesn't take 10 minutes to cast. Does it?
No.
It can be a ritual.
Silence?
Oh, as a
Oh
ritual.
my
He
god.
Yeah.
pure cast.
It can, yeah. It can be a ritual, but no, I did it normally.
Alright, so
He
last
uses
10
something.
minutes. Alright. So, let me
Yeah, I-
just
DC was much higher than that.
check something. Okay. So, as you bring him down, he is gagged. He hasn't tried to talk yet. He's just kind of looking over at Kudo.
Once we're kind of like what I think is out of earshot walking with him, I would drop the silence.
Okay. So you release the spell.
Yeah, and basically I'll be like, I still want to keep him gagged, but I can be kind of his relay. All you guys can ask questions too now. So
Okay.
yeah.
Thank
I
you.
I'll relay what he asked last, which is he wishes to know what is our angle, what do we try to do, and why we're attacking them. But I will answer first. I'll be like, ultimately, we're trying to get off this plane.
Alright, he says, well, why are you here if you wish to leave? I don't understand. Are you deserters?
Honesty might be the best policy, Kudo. Why don't we just be honest and tell them we don't work for Traskar and that we are just looking to get back home, and maybe we could assist each other in doing that.
We
This
are
way-
not. Go ahead.
This is mentally, right?
Either or, it doesn't matter. But that's exactly what I told him.
Yeah.
But you don't know because I told him psionically. Yes,
Yes.
that's right. I will say, indeed, I agree, Ophelia. That is exactly what I have said so far.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we are not from this plane. We're trying to get off of this plane.
I mean, you could just tell them, like, I'm a human from Gaian, too, right? So, and just say, hey, we're looking to get back to Gaia.
Again, this is a mental conversation, right?
What I said
I
was,
suggest you say this out loud if you want. Yeah, make it easier.
All right. Did you say the human thing mentally, or was that out loud?
I would say that out loud. Or I guess I'm talking with Kudo mentally, but I can say to Kudo, I can just cast this so we can avoid everything if you want.
To make it easier, yeah. So I guess he says his, Mikey said it mentally though. But
Yeah.
I'll just repeat myself, and I'll be like, we are from a place called Gaia, and we're seeking to return there. Now that I've answered that, you deserted Traskar, and you're no longer of his forces. What is your angle?
Give me again persuasion or deception, because I'm not sure exactly where you're going with this right now. I'll say you can use either.
As persuasion.
Okay. So
Bowling bond.
he says Gaian, material plane, but you're devils. Devils. Why are devils trying to get back to Gaian? This confuses me, and I am not a servant of Traskar, though it might seem that way. I had a specific reason of being with him. He says,
Us too.
go ahead.
I can I assume we're just like relaying this so all of us can join in, so we don't have to like do with the banter back and forth?
Did you
Yeah,
do
I
the
said-
raries as a spell?
I could, but like if it's up to you. Like,
I mean, if
Or
you
we
want to
can
do it as a
actually-
ritual, you could. It will just take 10 minutes. But he is currently just
Mhm.
trying to talk to Kudo.
so okay, and Kudo's relaying everything to us. So are
I
we?
am.
Can we just like cut out the middleman and like I can kind of join in, or yeah,
Then
I want to just
recommend
confirm
that
with
you say it
Lou.
out loud. Yeah.
Okay. So then I would say, I guess like I can just speak in common to Kudo. If he hears me, he hears me. I'm just
You don't
gonna
have to
say,
speak to me. Cut out the middleman. Speak to him. He's outside the
Yeah.
silence.
yeah, like let's just speak to him. I would just say, yes, we are also working for Traskar just to try to get what we want. The thing we're searching for is actually within his stronghold, but we can't do it with that menace there. We're looking for a portal to get out of here, and it's under Traskar's control.
Ah,
and I'll add-
interesting.
I'll add that we're not devils.
And I'm actually
Fact.
human.
I'm a turtle, and he's a human, and he's a Kenku, and Rhea is a. What is Rhea? Is Rhea a fairy?
Rhea
What is it
says,
called?
Rhea is someone who does not wish to identify what she is to a devil. He says kind of curtly.
Okay, alright, but yeah, what there is an illusory guise on us, as I said.
Mortals. Some sort of mercenaries. Says your kind does sometimes work for the devils, often for gain of power. I can't imagine how you accidentally got to the abyss. It's probably a story there, but even though I don't have much care for mortals, I feel like we could work together. You seem powerful. Perhaps our aims will align, and our goals could both result in the downfall of Traskar. He says, I can't say too much about what I'm doing here or my allies. They'd be very
You
upset.
can't say why you hate Traskar?
No, he'd be very upset if I gave you that information, so I would leave that up to him to decide, but I can walk you inside to speak with our leader.
That'd be
Let's do
good.
that.
But just so you know, like I'm not the biggest fan of like devils and demons. My god doesn't like you guys. I'm only working with you because I have to, but I feel like there might be a common thread here. So I'm willing to even set aside my hatred for your kind so we can try to do this and bring them to Traskar.
Are you a paladin of some sort?
A cleric, thank you very much.
Even more insufferable.
And Lou, he can make an investigation check on me, on us, on all of us, and try to see through the illusion if he wants.
I had already rolled for that, and he did not.
Okay.
So he says, he says, I have certainly worked with some very interesting paladins before, though usually they are on the fallen end of the spectrum. So if you can hold your disdain for my kind, I can certainly work with you. Cleric.
Well, we can definitely take down that big bad motherfucker. I think he's even worse than you guys. Traskar, fucking dick.
He says Traskar is extremely dangerous. Even with our combined forces, I don't think we could take out the whole camp. However, this does open some options if you have his favor. Again, I will have to let you talk to my leader. I don't wish to make any decisions myself about this.
Kudo, can I
Let's do
unchain
that.
him?
Funny stuff, though.
He says, I have no wish to be slain here, especially by some cleric.
All right, motherfucker. Listen up.
Easy.
And then I just go up and I unchain his manacles and I'm like, let's go.
Oh, what? What did
He just steals Kudo's key. It's like, what the?
Oh, I guess I would need his key, huh?
you can't
I
steal
go
my
and
key.
do it.
Unless you're just gonna rip his manacles apart or something, which you don't. Well,
Yeah.
actually, aren't you strong now?
Oh no, I gave that to Matt.
Oh, right. Yeah, so
Aha!
you have a
My
minus
man can
one.
stay on, motherfucker.
So I go to like take it off, like trying to help him, and I'm like, jump to the turtle. I go, sorry,
Actually,
jump to
you
the turtle.
you can try to make a check on it.
No, I don't think I literally don't think he can make it. It's DC 20. Even with a nat 20, that's a 19.
Emboldening
Uh,
bond.
Oh, yeah, I guess with emboldening bond, it might work.
Are you ready, dude? This is gonna be great.
You're just going to break his
Oh,
manacles? No, it doesn't
No,
work.
I can't.
It's like, whoa, Ophelia's on the rampage right now.
Yeah, dude, those cost 2 GP.
Just want to see if I can.
Yeah, let's go talk to his leader. Let's do this.
All right,
And do
so
we want to take a aisle break?
yeah, I was about to say, before we go inside, why don't we do a 10-minute break?
Cool. All right, be right back.
All right. Well, that honestly went a lot better than I was thinking.
I'm sad that Nick's not here for this session.
I could
Well,
just imagine him.
Nick
Do you
left
need
the
anything
game,
else?
so
Yeah, I know. But I'm he would have really enjoyed this session.
yeah. I mean, at this point, I might just say like he should probably not join this game because I've made
Yeah.
I've made stories for him twice now, and both of those were a waste. So I think it's best if like he
Yeah.
just sticks to one game.
Yep.
That's weird because he was talking about leaving Sunday's game to join Tuesdays.
Yeah,
And then
I don't.
No, I'm
You're
kidding.
right.
I'm kidding.
I might restrict. If he said that, I just probably at this point say no. You can't. I'm not letting you. You have to play Sunday, or you're not going to be able to play. Because I am not going to keep juggling him from game to game.
We
Yeah.
need Big Daddy Lou to lay down the law.
I'm gonna have to. I keep having to like redo stories and like I want to be this character now. I want to be that character. It's like, dude, just play. I changed my mind. Spend like an hour introducing his character last time, and then just throw it all away because he's like, oh. So anyway,
Heard me giving him a bunch of shit for Sunday's game.
huh?
I don't know him too well, but I was sad that he left because, my God, I was excited about the synergy I was gonna have with Eldritch Knight. I feel like I
Yeah.
was gonna.
No, I had good. There was some good story, and
I
yeah,
I really thought he was gonna stay for a while.
So yeah, I'm probably just gonna say no. You're restricted to Sunday. You're not allowed to join other games. Just because, yeah, I don't want to. Because like last time we did this, I brought him in, and then he left the next session.
Yep.
Just like, dude,
Yeah.
no. Because it's also not fair to
Hopefully
you
they're not-
guys. Because like you guys are like, this is your time too, and if I'm just like introducing people, and then like we could be spending time on other things.
Yeah, it's all good. I don't. Things happen, but I was gonna say I really do hope whoever comes in next is like kind of like a fighter or kind of frontline type of dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm medium. I'm not even like front line. I'm just picking up that mantle
I
from the company.
Yep.
You're basically a front line, which is not where you want the only person that can revivify everybody to be.
I know, right?
I messed
Thank
up
God I'm
switching
tanky.
Clank over.
Well, now that Nate left, what's his name? Might come back at some point if he wants to play again.
Oh, I did talk with Austin.
Yeah. Austin.
Like a few weeks ago, and he said he was interested, but he's still got too much personal shit going on right now. He can't do it. He was hoping maybe within like a
by summer, is I think what he said. But
Oh, well, I'm hoping to have the game filled by then, but sure, I mean, if there's
Yeah.
still a spot,
Yeah.
so that's like
That's
8
a long
months
time.
away. Yeah,
Yeah.
8 months.
or
That's
6
fall.
months.
Your other groups, Lou, are they all your other tables? Are they all filled up, or like what's the average number of players?
No, there's I don't think I have any full groups now. They're all 4 or 5. A couple of 5s, a couple of 4s.
It looked like you had started up a few new games.
I have a Monday afternoon game, but I think that's the only new one I have. I guess Sunday evening. Those are my 2 more recent ones.
Yeah.
Irrelevant question. Anybody play Caves of COD yet, or are planning on to?
Caves of what?
I guess the answer is no. It's fucking.
Nope.
It's fucking amazing. I'm so addicted to it. It's ridiculous.
CUD, QUD, right?
Yep.
All right, you got me intrigued enough that I want to see what it is. A sci-fi fantasy roguelike. All right, let's look on Steam. Oh shit, dude! Why does this look like fucking Final Fantasy 2?
Ooh.
How's it? It doesn't look like Final Fantasy 2. It looks like fucking Rogue. Looks like
Yeah.
hack.
Right, dude. It looks like the old. It looks like the super old school 8-bit RPGs. 15
it
years
looks-
in the making.
Yeah, it looks like the ASCII games.
Yeah, like the super old school ones. Yeah. Wow. Holy shit.
That looks cool.
Yeah,
I'm just playing
I gotta
Helldivers
start
right now.
that.
Okay, dude. Honestly, I'm pretty fucking intrigued already.
Oh, and I was
This
playing
looks like
through
in-depth.
Cyberpunk again. That's the other thing I'm playing.
Oh shit! What the fuck? What was the other game you were playing, Lou? Sorry, I'm looking at some other shit.
Cyberpunk I was playing through again.
Oh no shit. We've been playing Path of Exile 2.
Yeah, I was playing
Nice.
that, but I kind of slowed down. I got up to level 76.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, I
I
was
mean, that's
doing,
pretty deep.
was having a lot of fun with the poison arrow ranger, just melting everything.
That is a fun one. For one, I really enjoy the electric arrow bow.
Yeah, well, I haven't played too many builds. I was playing that, and I was playing a witch summoner, and I got her up to 72.
Oh shit, dude! I'm at like fucking 30 for a fire sorceress, and then I actually wanted to fucking. I got kind of stuck because I didn't build any resistances. And then I said, fuck it, I want to go through and rebuild, and I went Ice Sorceress instead. And rather than just change everything over, I just started over from scratch to rebuild from the ground up because I realized my pathing was fucked up.
And she just
I went all the
respec everything.
I could have, but now I got 2 of them because I'm a fucking nerd. I don't know.
I'm not too familiar with these games, but how many hours have you spent in them?
Me, I've probably only spent, I don't know, 20 to 30. Lou's a fat amount of time.
What have I spent?
It has to be 100 plus hours.
No, I didn't spend that much.
Really?
Where is
Maybe
it?
not 30 hours for me. Maybe I'm way overestimating.
I spent. Wait, did I spend that much time? Oh, maybe I did spend over 100 hours. Didn't seem like it.
Oh,
I also left the
Okay.
game on a bunch, so I don't know how accurate this is, but
Yeah, that's what they all say.
I'm at
That's
170, 173.
oh
Yeah.
shit.
Oh, That's awesome.
The good old, oh yeah, I left it running in the background. Okay.
I did. I would I'd have it on, then I'd be like, I'd play a little, then I'd do some recruiting, then I'd like work on a dungeon, and then like 5 hours later, I'd like play a little again, then I'd walk away and eat like lunch or dinner, because it doesn't kick you off.
Yeah.
We know the real story is that you fell asleep at your keyboard and woke up and you're like, oh, shit.
Hey,
Oh.
that was not me
I
with Civ 5.
There's no way I have more hours on this than I have on Cyberpunk, because I don't think I even have that much on Cyberpunk. Yeah, I only have 137 on Cyberpunk, and I know I played that way more than Path of Exile.
I left Final Fantasy VII running. Like I would just like go to work, do whatever I have to do, and come back and just pick up every day where I kind of left off, so I didn't have to do save points or anything. Over like a year or two, I amassed over 4,000 hours.
Yeah, I think my biggest
I got
game...
like 4,200 hours in Final Fantasy VII now.
It's like a full-time job.
Right?
Yeah, I would guess my biggest...
That's all he did, 24/7, and that's why he doesn't have a computer now.
I would guess...
Yeah, fuck you, man.
Final Fantasy VII is probably my most time played of all my games. I have 7,450 hours in that.
Jesus.
But that was over several years of playing it. And that's one of the reasons why I stopped playing it, because it was way too much time. Like, I could spend 200 hours grinding to get, like, some stupid skin for my swords. I'm like, why am I just not playing another game? Why am I playing this? Just, like, murdering stuff and crafting. Like, I was, like, a master crafter on my server, too. I made a bunch of money, basically making and selling armors. Final Fantasy 14. Final Fantasy Online.
You've like beaten the game and you're like, why?
I mean, the actual game, like playing through each expansion is kind of fun, and I've enjoyed the story. But like doing that only usually takes like 150 to 200 hours each game. So, but then like between them, I'm just like sitting doing shit in town, like crafting and like role playing and all this other nerdy stuff. And I'm like, why am I spending so much time in this game? And after a while, I was just like, I can't play this anymore. I need to go live my life.
Yeah.
I think I want to play the new Monster Hunter though when it comes out in March.
Oh yeah, that's another game I sunk a ton of time into. It's kind of depressed reading through all my times. How much did I spend on?
Are we
Monster
ready to
Hunter?
You ready to get started again?
No, now I'm looking at Monster Hunter. 436 hours
Oh shit, dude.
for Monster Hunter World. That was the last one I played.
That was a good one. I probably only put like 30, 40 hours in that one too.
Oh well, that one I was
But-
like farming the elder monsters. So yeah, I was all in on that. And then one day I
I
was
can
like, no, I'm done with this.
if I can get $1 an hour for my time for a video game, it's well worth it.
$1 an hour. Oh, why would someone pay you $1 an hour?
No, if I
Get
can
that
get
out
like
of you
$2
spent
worth of
40
fun for a
bucks, dude.
$2 game.
Oh yeah, if someone paid you. All right. So let's get back to story. All right, so you're gonna follow him in.
Yep,
Still
still manacled.
Still manticled. All right. Oh wait, that's not the right map.
Dude, we're back in Gaian, guys. We did it.
Yeah, savor it. Not gonna see that
Oh,
place
shit.
for a while.
Haven't seen that map in months, dude.
yeah.
Could have just left the Abyss door sealed up. It's like, let's take a detour and ride the train back down to Char. All right.
That fucked you up a little bit, didn't it?
Oh, it didn't fuck me up.
Yeah, it kind of fucked us up.
I'm fine. Let's see.
We had 6 members when we were in a sick, and then we left. Now we're down to 3 today.
All right.
It's a mistake.
Well, I don't think people left because you did this campaign.
No, that was just a bad joke. Sorry, boys.
Oh. Yeah, I mean, most of the people just left because they had life stuff.
My humor is quite dry sometimes.
Like,
Swing and a miss.
why do I keep forgetting his name?
Casey at the bat?
Oh, I thought you were going to say Mikey's mom.
No, our ranger.
Alan.
Yeah, I mean, Alwyn, yeah, he just left because he had life stuff, and Nate left because of the money situation. Nothing you can really do about that. In any case,
Mom.
you go into the cave. As you approach, you see there is a Cambion, kind of surprised as you turn the corner. He would see you have his buddy in manacles, and he pulls out a bow and says, "Who are you?" And aims the bow at you. "We have company," he yells.
Push
What
the
do you-
dude forward and go. It's your turn. Talk to him.
He says they are possible allies. The guy looks curiously. Oh, let's see. Who do they serve? He says they are mortals in disguise. Mortals? Why would we care about what mortals want? Why don't we... You were taken by a bunch of mortals disguised as devils? He says they are quite powerful. The Cambion kind of
Well,
looks you up and down as a bunch more devils come rushing over. He raises his hand, and one of the Cambions says, "Who are they?" And he says, "Possible allies, mortals in disguise." And the one Cambion kind of looks over, says, "Really? My name is Captain Abraxo. Who leads you?" As he steps forward.
yeah. Kudo will nod and be like, we're not just any mortals. We are the Fated Fellowship, and we come from Gaia, and we seek a way back. And,
One of the chain devils says, "Mercenaries."
Not really, though. Like, we just want to protect people. We don't do it for money.
Abraxo will say, "You seek a way back. How did you get here in the first place?" I assume you just
portal.
tell him.
I just say a
Yeah,
portal.
Okay. So give him some...
Portal that. Well, go ahead.
Oh, well, I mean, you could roleplay it and tell me, like, exactly what you're telling him. I was just going to assume
Oh,
you gave him a little rundown.
Oh, I straight up just go a
Yeah,
portal.
I'll be like, it was a portal that was sealed for a long time, but I will admit this in hindsight, but we were fools to reopen it, and we came here to try to seal it from the other side. Now we're stuck.
Give me a persuasion.
Bowling bonds.
He says it's a bit foolish to just step through portals without a plan to get back. Though, for
And I'll be
you
like,
to...
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Hmm.
He said, "Yeah."
I'll be like, yeah, and look over at Linus's direction, but it's not playing. It is, but, you know.
My plan was for you guys to stay there and me to go through the
Well,
portal.
you wouldn't know any of that because you don't have those memories.
Ah.
But the devil says, "It is impressive that you ended up in the abyss and survived without any backup. Most mortals would die very quickly in a place like this. So you must have at least some amount of power. Magic
Well,
use.
Traskar trusted us enough to actually be the ones to hunt you down. I guess you guys should consider yourselves lucky it was us.
No,
Says,
we do not serve him. Do not fret.
Which is why we wanted to keep your friend alive.
He says,
Yeah.
I would guess so. Traskar is not the biggest fan of mortals. I doubt he would send them after us if he knew what you were. Not that he doesn't work with them, but he looks down upon them. Can't say I'm the most fond of your kind either, but not to the level that he dislikes your kind. He says, so...
Well, I hate you guys too. Can we put that aside and work together?
Possibly. What do you want from us exactly? He says, you seem to have tracked us down for him, but now it seems like you are not planning to bring us back. So what do you want?
Not for him. Knowing that they were deserters piqued my interest. But first and foremost, I wish to know why you deserted him. I did not realize the devils fought amongst themselves.
He says, oh yes, devils, much like your kind, have different rulers and leaders. He says, General Traskar is powerful, but I serve General Brunshaw. He says, another powerful devil. And I was sent to gather intel on the movements and the plans of General Traskar's people. Or I should say devils. And basically...
You guys...
Go ahead.
You guys war with each other.
He says war, sometimes friendly competition. It just depends. But we are not all loyal to each other. He says it depends on the political landscape, and the blood war is always a point of contention between the powerful devils. He says especially those who serve different archdevils, which Brunshaw and Traskar are servants of different archdevils, making us rivals.
I see. Do you have any knowledge of portals back to other planes?
He says no. We were brought here by powerful minions of General Brunshaw. Minions who have access to planar travel. We cannot just come and go as we please. We are expected to be here at least a season or two as we work to ready passage for some more of his resources. His General Brunshaw is very much wanting to get in on the blood war in these areas. Hopefully, maybe even pushing Traskar out or co-opting his people, if we can.
I guess, as we kind of said, our goal would be to leave this place. I'm hoping that we could do a favor for a favor. I don't know if perhaps we could get you some information about Traskar, if you might be able to create a diversion for us, so we can try to escape from here, or what exactly you're looking for.
So one of the chain devils is going to say something in Infernal to Captain Braxa. And he will smile and, still kind of looking at you, say something.
Understands Infernal.
I didn't hear you, what?
I understand Infernal.
Alright, so he would say, should we be telling them this much information, Captain? And he says, well, if they go and tell the General, they would most likely be exposed as speaking to us and not capturing us, so I'm not too worried. don't worry, I'm not going to give them anything too sensitive. So, anyway, go ahead. Were you saying something, Kudo?
No.
Okay, so he
but-
would say, in any case, what sort of things would you hope to gain with an alliance from us as mortals?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna. That's what I was gonna speak. I'll be like, oh man, I don't know if I want to reveal this too.
There a bunch of background noise.
Sorry.
I will telepathically link to Ophelia and Linus and ask them, should I reveal that there is a portal in Traskar's camp?
Is there a way to
I mean, we're gonna
convince
turn
them
it
that we
back
need
off.
a distraction?
Say it again.
Is
Linus?
there a way to convince them that we need a distraction for a few minutes? Because that's all it is, right?
Yeah.
10 minutes.
So 10 minutes, yeah. So but they're gonna know that whatever I tell them, it's going to hint at a portal back to Gaia. You know what I'm saying?
Portal to the heavens, actually.
Yeah.
A portal elsewhere. But it's going to hint at a portal to somewhere else, which
Yeah.
I'm not sure we want to reveal.
Can they open it, or is it Crotus? Are you the only one that can open it?
So this is with
Oh, do we have
Raries,
rare
right?
stuff?
Yeah.
I think you said you were just going to cast with a spell, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So he would say it's unlikely they have the ritual to open it. And I'm not really worried about them getting through as long as we can close it before too many get through.
So then it shouldn't be a problem if we tell them then, Kudo.
Okay. So then I'll be like, would you be interested in overrunning their camp, or at least taking a portion of their forces out? Therein lies in their camp. Therein lies a way for us, an exit for us. But we cannot take that exit unless they are distracted.
Since they have a huge army at their disposal, we only have about 20. I'm not sure we could give much of a distraction. And that would sacrifice a lot of my people. Now, what's in it for us if we were to do this for you?
I was hoping that you had a larger contingent.
Yes.
I would say that my hope was that we could give you their camp, basically, their forces, so you could co-opt their peoples and take over their forces, and we would be out of here.
Says, well, they, even if we were to create a distraction, I mean, that wouldn't necessarily have their forces suddenly want to join us. Now, we will be getting more people later, and at some point we're most likely going to attack them, but that is something far in the future.
Telepathically, I would whisper to Kudo and Ophelia, might we invite these 20 devils to the planet Gaia? Promise them peace
Fuck
rather
no.
than war.
That's a
I don't-
hard no, Linus. Hard no.
They would not wish
I don't
to...
think they. Yeah.
Yeah, so
I don't
you're...
think that's in their interest.
Go ahead.
They wish to spill blood, and it's best to let them do so here. But I don't think we have enough time to wait for them to amass forces.
Agreed.
Yeah.
And I also refuse every part of my being does not want them to have anything to do with Guy, and it's bad enough I feel, Linus, that we're working with them now. So maybe
Yeah.
if we can just get this little contingent
I don't know if we're able to find another way, or maybe even cause
Uh,
distractions and use
Can
some
we
trickery to draw them out rather
convince
than.
this contingent, or talk? So, whoopsie, sorry. General Trask seemed quite interested in the remaining forces of Krask up to the west, who was slaughtered. Maybe this contingent can hide and sneak in and infiltrate Trask's
Who?
Traskar's forces.
Traskar is the one you're working for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How many?
yeah. Go ahead.
No, you go finish up.
My thinking was let these 20 devils pretend to be part of Trask's forces who were slaughtered to the west, to the east.
You mean Krusk, right?
Krusk.
Crust, yeah. Sorry.
Okay, that makes more sense. Yeah, sorry, I know the names sound similar.
Traskar and Krusk are but Krusk is dead and his forces are slain.
Yeah.
Except
Your
these
idea
20
was to say that they were part of Krusk's survivors?
Yeah, but I guess as soon as we bring them back to Traskar, he's just going to slaughter them as traitors.
I mean, that's an idea. I guess one of my questions, Lou, is how big was Traskar's camp? How big is his forces? So these guys are tiny. They're only 20 guys. How big is Traskar's?
So Krusk led a contingent of around 70 devils.
Traskar or Krusk?
Krusk. Traskar probably has closer to 200.
Jesus, and that's what we really care about is that because
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 70
So-
were slain by you and the forces of Elric, the demons. Most of them were killed or driven off.
Okay.
So
We'll
what if we
say,
are able to cause a distraction or something to divert their attention elsewhere with a small contingent, rather than face them head on?
So,
Okudo will not.
really quick, because this is all taking place in your minds, Braxo, noticing you've been quiet for a moment, says, using telepathy, perhaps? And the Barb Devil says, yes, they do have that ability. He says, I would prefer you speak out loud. Not that I don't trust you.
Yeah.
Or maybe I don't. He smiles.
Okudo will be like, nothing we said actually would be harmful to let you know. But we are deliberating on how to, knowing that we are so severely outnumbered, we are pondering the options that we have to
He says,
I mean, the options in the situation, you guys
Yeah.
are not allies with Traskus, or
Traskar. he
whatever
says.
is Traskar. Yes, you guys are not allies with them, and we are not either. We want to figure out a way to create a win-win situation here, where you guys get what you want and we get what we want.
Well, I might have some ideas for that. Is this your leader? He says, pointing to Kudo, who's basically the trickster Cambion right now. Do you lead them?
A leader
shake my hand.
is 1,000 milliliters and approximately 1 kilogram. He is much more than 1 kilogram.
Oh God. Kudo will tilt his
Got him.
head at this, but feel like he does have the same humor as Clank. I'll say to myself, but I will shake my head and I'll be like, no, I am merely the only one who can connect minds. But I'll point over to Ophelia. She has been one of the original founders of this group.
Perhaps I could speak to your leader in private. He looks to Ophelia. There's something I wish to discuss with you that I don't know if all of your people wish to hear, or that you want your people to hear.
By people, do you mean the turtle and the bird?
Your mercenary group, whatever you call yourselves. My
I
apologies.
Can't
say,
see through our
I guess I go, okay, well, very well. Do know that I will share this information with them. It is not going to be kept secret. So if you're okay with that,
He says, well, that was my whole point of asking. But I can just share it with... Whoop.
Matt.
I can just share it with all of you then. Though why don't we all speak in private?
I think that would be a better idea. Although I do lead this group, it's very much so a equal coming together. It's just I seem to have a little bit of seniority. But as you can see, Kudo is the one that has the eloquence to speak with everyone, including yourselves.
So he directs his people to kind of head back kind of over where they were, and he will walk with you towards the entrance of the cave.
Yes, I start following right away.
So I'll say Ophelia, and actually Linus too. Actually, no, maybe it would just be Linus, yeah, because he has a higher. Linus, with a 22 passive perception, you would notice one of the chain devils is kind of not going back, but sneaking to try to probably listen to what he's going to say. He's pretty good at hiding, but you still notice him.
What you doing over there, bud?
What? And he looks surprised as his leader turns around and says, "You heard me. How dare you?" And he says, "My apologies. I just wasn't sure if you were safe. I didn't want to get too far." And he says, "I'll be fine," kind of narrowing his eyes. "Now go. Do not try to do that again." He says, "Of course, master, of course." And he rushes back to the with the rest of them.
Can I insight that to know if it actually was going to be Braxa that wanted it? Or was he just putting on a facade?
Sure, you can roll insight. No, you think that guy was sneaking to try to listen in. And you think Ubraxo knows that as well. You don't think he believed him. But
Okay.
He's more cautious now, kind of looking to make sure no one's following. And
Braxo, do we not punish this one right now?
What, him? Not right now.
He was trying.
I wish
Was
to...
he trying to backstab us?
He says
Maybe he's a spy for someone else.
He says, "I doubt it. I think he was just trying to hear what I was going to say. But don't worry about that. I have ways of dealing with it. But I wanted to speak with you in private because I did have an idea. I don't think we have the ability to attack Trasker directly or really cause any distraction of note, as he has quite the army with him. We are obviously burned within his ranks, as if he was to find us, he would string our heads up on the wall or on a pike. But you still have his favor, so I have an idea. He says perhaps you can continue to work within his ranks while we assist you from outside, feeding you info that could help you learn more about his plans and maybe in doing so figure out a way to use that portal of yours.
Curious how... Sorry, go ahead.
It would be like, it's not the worst idea, but if we were to return to that camp, we cannot return empty-handed.
Hi.
He says, "No, you certainly can't," which is the second part of why I wanted to speak to you in secret. He says, "I was thinking of sending some of my more annoying devils back with you under the guise of assisting you, and at which point you get close, you kill them and bring their heads to Traskar." As he, I assume, doesn't know the exact number of devils that escaped.
Are you okay with that?
Honestly, 100%, yeah.
You asking
I'll
him?
look over to Ophelia and then look back to the devils we were talking to and say, "Are you okay with that? That you understand that you're asking us to kill some of the people under your watch?"
Do you think I would have suggested it if I wasn't okay with it? It's a play. They're my pawns. I'm sacrificing them to get you into a better position with Traskar. He says you are much more powerful than many of these barb devils, and their forces don't know exactly how many of my people escaped. I assume.
Go
So,
ahead.
I think we are quite all right with that play. But my question is, how long will we have to play under disguise until you amass enough forces to make a significant dent into Taraskar's forces?
He says, I don't know. Do you have a better idea of how we can work against Traskar? Over time, I will
No,
receive more forces from my patron, but it's not something that will be immediate.
yeah. I'm just wondering how long we will have to live on this plane. We are quite eager to get back home, but I understand it will not be overnight. But are we talking like days, months, or even years?
He says, well, I believe at least several weeks' time as we amass more forces. Though in that time period, who knows, maybe we'll figure out a different plan that can help speed things up. He says,
I think
go ahead.
I think this might be the best option that we have at this time. But also that we had a plan of sowing discord even within their ranks, knowing that they had traitors, that there might be more still amongst them, and perhaps that would sow some chaos too.
Says it can certainly help lower their numbers. Traskar, if nothing else, does have a bit of a temper. If you can convince him that he can't trust his people, that might cause him to slay several of them. Possibly others could be put to death for being accused of treason.
Hey, Linus, do you have forgery?
I do have forgery.
Oh.
But Kudo, if you give me 1 hour, I can consult Ghosts of Past and learn any skill or kit I need.
What are you, the Avatar? Drawing on your past lives. Well, I think this is a good start. Bringing back some of the traitors will get you in good with Traskar. And there are a couple of my ranks, especially now that I saw one of them following me, who I will wish to call. So I can send several of the Barb Devils along with that Chain Devil.
We only need their heads.
I think we give Traskar the pleasure of doing it in person. We can take them right to him.
But then they can talk.
Yeah, talk.
Yeah, let's just bring them their heads.
Bring them the head?
Yeah.
And then maybe a forged letter. A forged letter.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good idea.
Who could these people have gotten a letter from?
Or like a letter
My
to.
friend.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are these people working for that would betray Traskar?
Yeah.
That we can forge a letter for?
Well, I only know of my general, but I don't think it would be beneficial to
wise idea to
to have
make
him
more hostilities between your general and Treskar.
Well, there are
Yeah.
other captains under his rank. Possibly a letter pointing to some kind of deceit with one of the other captains might start off your plan to sow dissent.
The
Yeah.
name is all I need, friend.
Well, they would not sign it with their name, right? They would just sign it maybe with an initial or something like that. But the more mysterious or the more vague, the better, because then he can start suspecting many amongst his ranks and maybe thin them out inside.
Says, well, there are certainly those among his ranks that would benefit from his downfall. I could give you a few names.
Oh.
If you're just looking for a letter to sow suspicions, V would probably be a good one, as there are several captains with a V in their starting letter.
Nice. All right, let's do that.
Yeah, cool.
Would you say,
Voicing-
Mikey, you're in yogurt?
I was connect.
Sounds like he's in the jungles. He's over
Coming
there.
through a pillow.
He's on the radio.
Sorry, I was saying that's a brilliant idea, and we should definitely do that.
All right, let's do it.
So
Spend some,
go ahead.
we gotta spend some time for Linus to avatar it, and then we'll set out.
All right. So I want. He says, "Are you okay killing these devils on the way back?"
Yeah.
I'll look at Ophelia.
I don't want to
She
kill
got
them
something.
in my camp because I don't want the others to know I'm sacrificing my own people.
Yeah, we can do that for you. I kind of told you, like, not the biggest fan, and if you're down for sacrificing some of your own guys, I'm okay with it.
All right. So this is an evil act, just FYI.
Why? They're demon.
They're
They're
devils, but like straight up betrayal and murder is still evil. I mean,
Okay,
I'm
I
not
guess-
saying I'm not saying you're going to turn evil because of it, but it's a little bit like, even though they're devils, it's not like they are like demons or something. Like they are, like, because you're tricking them, you're deceiving them into like being your allies, then murdering them.
Treachery.
Yeah,
It's treachery.
it's there's exactly treachery.
But, like, I just need to know if it counts, like, if it's against, like, some hated people that, like, I'm, like, legitimately have, like, will never agree with and, like, hate to my core because they're against my patron. Like,
Yeah, but on the other hand, you just agreed to work with them. So it's like you're kind of like, well, I'm working with them, but I don't care if I kill them. It's like if you really hate them that much, then you wouldn't be working with them, right?
If you could give Mikey like maybe a gauge and like know him when he's just like under the threshold of evilness, that would be ideal.
Because you're lawful.
because, like, in my mind,
Yeah.
like, it's like, hey, like, I have a hatred for these creatures anyways. If they die, what do I care, right? It's not like, if this was an act with humans, 100%, like, yeah, evil as fuck, right? Because that's a race that I care for and have, like, an obligation, I guess, to protect.
Yeah, but at the
But
same
for
time,
like,
you're
doing this for undead, like, I don't, that doesn't make sense to me. That's why I want clarification.
well, at the same time, you're working with them. So it feels like you're kind of like, well, I'm working with them, but I'm okay just like murdering them. So it's
Yeah,
like,
Yeah.
I'm okay, like, using them and for my own benefit
it's
too.
it's a very
Right?
gray area. Definitely leaning towards evil a little. What's your alignment? Lawful good?
Lawful good, yeah. So, like, I wouldn't want to do anything that was inherently evil. That's why she was like, honestly, yeah, that I'd be okay with
So-
that because they are devils.
The implication of this is actually more worse for your lawful side because you're going against a direct agreement. So it might like lead you more towards like neutral good or lawful good with neutral tendencies, and yeah.
Kind of like a lawful thing. Sorry, guys, I know we're kind of getting off topic during the game. Can a lawful thing be like hey, this is my code of ethics. I'm going to follow it. And if it is like, yes, I will do whatever I can and whoever I can to, against these other races that I vehemently oppose is within that code of ethics, is it not technically me following it, even if it's like a treacherous act or betrayerous?
Well, I mean, trickery through like a shifty contract, for example, would be more like of a lawful evil versus like, working with someone than just murdering them, which is more like just straight up, yeah. I mean,
Even though it's like a race that I'm like, yes, we will never disagree. The only reason you are not, like I kind of was saying, the only reason is we are not fighting and I'm actively trying to kill you is because you are offering some benefit to me. Right.
Yeah,
That's
like,
why I was like trying to draw the line there. But like, if he's like, yeah, I'm going to sacrifice my own guys and it's for our benefit. That's why, like, I didn't think it was like an evil act.
I mean,
Or
good
even
act
an
would
unlawful
be
so for him, I
not
mean,
wanting-
you don't know what devil ethics look like, but for him, these devils are kind of like expendable employees, so they kind of know the drill. Like they know they're expendable under those who command them. Not saying that like they want to be sacrificed, but in devil culture, that sort of thing is much more acceptable versus like, humans and mortals and good people.
Like, I don't know, because I guess also in my mind, if I'm like, hey, no, I care about you and don't want to just sacrifice you because we're working together, it's like me showing compassion for them almost, and I don't want that.
I wouldn't
I
say
think
Right,
you're
like,
taking it.
don't like-
I think you're taking it to the extreme, and I
Yeah.
think Lou, you retracted it, saying that this wasn't necessarily an evil act, but it's more just unlawful.
Yeah.
And like my thinking and this right is subjective, and maybe even how Lou sees it and you see it might be different. But the way I see lawful characters, that ethos, or is it pathos or ethos?
I'm not sure.
Is that like a lawful character will kind of be like truthful, like they will fucking kill the shit out of these devils, but they're not going to hide the fact of it. They're going to say it straight to their face and kill them, like in the camp. They're not going to like walk them along and then kill them.
Well, you can be
So that's
lawful evil and be like treacherous and be tricky.
Yeah.
Like that's the whole point of devil contracts, is to sometimes get things out of people like in a very lawyerish way, like evil lawyerish. But yeah, so it wouldn't, like I said, it's not going to force an alignment change or anything like that. It's just like a lot of acts like this could result in you moving more towards neutral good.
Okay.
Well, if you don't like it, Ophelia,
Don't do
minus
it.
Nike.
Yeah.
Minus Nike.
Yeah.
Already
I
work.
will.
Because I'd say it's a
Gladly
neutral
chop off
to
the head.
it's like a neutral to chaotic-ish act, and kind of like neutral to evilish act. But
Ophelia, I found this new book. I think you might enjoy reading it over on the other side of the camp.
I'm sorry,
no,
Linus.
you
I
couldn't do
appreciate
that at
it.
this
That's a
point.
very cool thing to do. But I already know.
Oh, all right. So back to because this was all outside of game.
Okay.
But
So
back
back
to
in the game,
in the
I'm
game.
still up for the idea, honestly, though, at this point.
Well, Abraxo says, do you wish to head back now or maybe tomorrow after you've gotten some rest? Do you think you would be in good enough shape to take on several of these devils?
Oh, can you trust us? Can we trust to camp here without you guys doing anything nefarious?
That's
Well,
a good question.
I don't really have a reason to turn on you, as you could be a useful ally. I guess that's up to you if you trust me or not. I don't trust you, but I think our goals align a little, so there is
Well, I
benefit
don't
to...
trust you either.
Well, yeah, so it's up to
Well,
you.
that's-
You don't have to stay here. But if you do think you want to head out tonight, we could also just send you on your way with some friends. What's
Kudo, I
Minus?
don't know. You decide Linus and Kudo. It doesn't, whatever. I don't care about these.
I'm all about resting for the night.
It's 4 p.m.
Yeah,
right now.
let's-
Oh, it's 4 p.m.
Oh, let's rest for an hour.
Yeah.
Do a short.
Is it 4
Yeah.
p.m. exactly, Lou?
Yes, it's about 5 hours to get back. And it's about 4
Steaming
p.m.
wears
now.
off at 4 p.m.
I will need to refresh the seaming. Yeah. Not now, but later.
So we would transform back in front of these people while we're sitting here?
I'm not gonna do it right now. I'm gonna max it out, so I'm gonna do it like right before we get to the camp.
Yeah, but like
it's-
steaming would wear off while we're talking with these guys, right?
Wait, when does it fade away? Sorry.
At 4 p.m. It fades away at 4 p.m.
Oh,
that would've
so
been awesome.
then-
Yeah, it would have faded.
so yeah, I guess it would fade away as you are speaking to them. And he says,
Hey, hold
You are-
on. Are you sure it's 4 p.m.?
It's in the journal
I thought
that
it was
you have it
4:30.
for 16 hours starting at midnight.
Oh yeah, it would have faded. Yep.
so I guess as you
You're
are,
right, you're right.
we'll say like right now as you're talking, your like disguises fade away. He's like, oh,
Shit.
I guess you are mortals. I thought you might have been lying about that.
Kudo would be like, oh man, I forgot to set a timer. God damn it.
Kind of
That fucking-
looks back and says, I don't think any of the others noticed it. If you want to put another spell up, might be
Oh.
better if they don't see
We are
you.
only Braxa. Damn. Okay, I guess there's a good timing for that.
Alright, I will. I'll re-up it, guys. You want me to re-up it?
Cool.
Yeah, I'll re-up it.
Thank you.
All right,
I
so
will use. Oh my god, it's pretty heavy cost in sorcery points, but I'll use yeah, fucking A. I'll use sorcery points on this again.
all right, so there is a fading of magic as you once again assume your devil forms.
That's 5 sorcery points. I'm down to 1 sorcery point.
So he says, the devils I'm sending with you shouldn't be too hard to dispatch. He says the barb devils are the weakest among us, or at least among my forces. The one chain devil as well. So I don't know if you wish to rest to regain your magics or if you're ready to go now.
We need to rest.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a wise
Are you doing a
idea.
long or a short?
Short. It's 4 p.m. We can't do long.
Okay, so let's
Uh,
do a short and head back and just fight them on the way back.
Well, friend, do you have a map? I like eating food. It sounded like my friend over there. Would you like to take a rest before we head back?
Who are you talking
Kudo.
to? Oh, Kudo. Kudo? Is Kudo there? Do we lose
No.
Would
Kudo?
be he's mute. I don't know. He's muted. Maybe he doesn't know. Oh, typing in chat too, so I don't know.
Wait, who are you
Uh,
asking the map for? From Abraxo
Yes.
or Ubraxo?
Yeah, and we'll share our map with you as well.
He says, "Oh, all right, could be useful." Ah, you went pretty far south of here. What were you doing down there?
There's like
If I'm gonna
giant
be honest,
lizards.
I'm not sure, but there is the city where Tarascus's headquarters are.
He says, "Yeah,
or Treskar.
that's where we just came from."
Yes. Oh, then you should have had everything mapped.
He nods. He says, "We have that area fairly well mapped." Let's see, what can he give you? He'll give you some points of interest.
To the north.
Yeah.
We did. We were part of a scouting party to the far south, where we were checking out the terrain and figuring out good places to ambush demons. But if that's what you were asking about,
So he'll say the place where we retreated to. Actually, wait. Give me a persuasion check. I don't know if he's going to tell you this.
I'll use a Kenku recall. Get advantage on persuasion check.
Okay.
God, I want that to succeed so bad.
I missed a lot of that, but sounds like we got a better map or something like that. That's the main thing.
Yep, we're trading map.
Clank is
Okay.
trying to get more information from them.
All right, cool.
So,
So what is it then?
27.
I am glad I used the Kenku recall on that.
Good Kenku map. Great Kenku. Great Kenku.
This
Kenku
is
recall.
one of the areas that we came from is east of here, and he'll kind of show you his map. There is a cave over there, which we use to quickly travel in more safety from further away within this level of the abyss. So if you wish to travel, that
What
might be...
level?
What?
That would be an effective way to travel.
Yes, if you're heading east anyway.
Yeah.
What level
Well-
of the abyss is this? Like, are there multiple layers we would have to go through?
He says there are infinite layers of the abyss.
Ew.
The abyss is as its name implies, it is an abyss. It goes extremely deep. Actually, I don't know if the abyss is infinite. I think there might be no. There's a lot of levels. There's like several hundred, at least.
There's so many levels. People stop counting.
It says we are actually
level.
closer to the top of it. We're on one of the upper levels. They get much more dangerous the deeper you go down. Alright, so anyway, let's see.
Yeah, I thought it was 666.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
Some estimated 666. Fraternity Order claims 679, but it's possible that the numbers of layer are infinite. No one's certain.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Alright.
cool. I didn't know that.
Yeah. The abyss is very big and very dangerous. It says,
Yup.
if you want to take an hour of rest, that's fine. Do so within the cave or out here. I will prepare your allies for travel.
Thank you.
Alright.
Alright. I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on myself so I can take some damage.
Interesting.
The dude,
bleed out your ear a little.
Yeah.
before we...
I-
Sorry, go ahead.
I need to do that for my blood vial.
Oh, okay. So
Okay.
drip it in there.
I'm going to heal you right back up because
No,
before...
no, because I can't. Don't, because I need to use my blood vial. Don't heal me.
Oh, you have to be damaged for your
I
blood
used
vial?
I have to use a hit die, and
But
I only take 2 damage from that. So
Oh, okay. I'm going to go back over to that dude that we fucked up at the beginning, though, and heal him with a channel divinity.
Alright, so you
Ball of
walk into
peace.
the cave where several of the devils are sort of sitting around. Immediately, they all kind of look over at you. The captain also looks over and he says, did you decide to stay in here with us?
Say, well, I'm going to go rush with my friends, but I do feel a little bit bad about how we kind of ambushed you to get our position here. So I just wanted to make sure you're okay. And I go up and I touch him and heal him.
Okay, so you're talking to the wounded devil. Abraxo laughs. He says, "You don't owe him anything. It's his fault for being caught off guard. Should teach him to pay better attention to the surroundings while on guard duty." And the spiked, or not the spike, the barb devil looks a little bit embarrassed.
So I still fucking hate you, but maybe show like a little bit of kindness since we're going to be working together a little bit for the time being. Just don't forget I could easily kill you again. Don't get out of line.
He seems annoyed. And Abraxo kind of laughs at this. Fine, heal the weakling then, if it will make your mortal sensibilities feel better.
And then I just kind of go, whatever, and just turn around and ignore everybody else and walk right back to the group to take the short rest.
So you spent a cure wounds on him?
I spent a balm of peace. Yeah, because that comes back on a short rest.
Oh, okay. All right, so we're passing an hour. Let me know if anyone wants the camera for some RP. As you sit up on the ledge. So the captain would suggest you at least stay in the cave, as there are rocks flying around the mountains that might spot you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Super appreciate that.
Alright, so you do the hour in here. Nothing happens, luckily. This is actually a pretty good place for a camp up on the ledge as well. There is another devil who is nearby keeping watch, a different barb devil. But go ahead and spend your hit dice and do whatever you're going to do.
Cool. Thank you.
And at the end of the hour, the captain would come back out with 3 barb devils and a chain devil, and he will say to you, these 4 will come with you acting as escorts and be messengers as well, so they can bring back any information you gather to me. He says, take good care of them.
Okay.
He
Sounds great.
kind of gives you a wink.
he didn't have to wink, but okay.
Rolls poorly, and the guy's like, "Hey, what are you winking at?" Oh, nothing. No. Just got something in my eye. Oh, ow. No, he doesn't actually wink at you.
But didn't you ask us to kill them? No,
Yeah.
like yelled it.
I feel it's like, I don't understand. You're sending mixed messages. Keep them safe now.
Oh, wait. Were we gonna forge a letter?
Oh yeah, that's true. You wanted to forge some kind of document.
From V.
Cool.
From the
And should we lie about where we found them?
All right, so we'll say you're having this discussion quietly during the watch.
Yeah. Where people said it would be. Ophelia and Kudo. I can forge a letter. What should this letter say?
One thing
Maybe,
I'll really quick. One thing I'll say. Your scout says, from what I've seen, Crotus says the devils seem to have missives only in Infernal, so we should put it in Infernal.
Oh,
That's wise. Thank you.
Our forger knows Infernal.
What if you just have like maybe numbers and locations and just leave it at that? Don't make it too fancy. And just maybe have it be approximate 200 troops. And you don't even have to say troops. Just have the number be approximately 200 and have like vague locations and then sign it D.
Do we have these people's names that were...
No, don't make it so. I think
Cool.
Ophelia has surprisingly, Ophelia the cleric seems to have a knack for subterfuge, and I think you need to make it vague and cryptic, but once we smear their blood on it, it'll make it obvious. Yeah.
So Crotus says, so what are we implying? That these four were carrying a message of the devil's numbers to someone else?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
they were trying to transport that information out of the city, and we don't even have to be descript, right? We can just say like, you just write like 70 north, 30 east, like whatever the numbers are.
What their
And
latitude,
just like
longitude or something?
Yeah, maybe even like a latitude or longitude, right? And just have like maybe just like put locations of people that we saw in the town on the thing, so we can say like, like 50 to the north, 70 to the east, 30 to the west, 50 to the south. Because I think we saw that the west side was a lot weaker than the others. And let them come
Yeah.
up with their own conclusions for the town, and then we just write northeast, southwest, like the
That's
number
a great
and
idea.
So
The
instead
number
of
E,
deserters, we're
number-
trying to make it seem like the someone named V is sneaking information out to someone else.
Well,
Yeah.
no, sneaking information to you guys, to your deserters.
Oh, this is Crotus talking.
Yeah, we
Oh,
make it
oh,
sound
sorry.
like they were
Yeah,
trying
'cause
to
you're in
give
your camp
information to
right
these-
now.
Okay, yeah, sneaking it out to
Braxa.
Yeah, that guy's forces.
All right, though they don't know exactly who Abraxo is or who they're working for. He says, "Now that's a pretty good idea. He'll sow dissent without having too many details to have to worry about. Just that someone's sneaking information out."
Yeah.
All right. So we bring this back along with the heads, and hopefully that will earn us some trust with Traskar.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I think we have our plan then. If your friend Clank can forge, or sorry, your friend Linus. I gotta
Linus.
watch the names there.
All right.
Okay.
What kind of role is it? Does he have to
So
roll for
forgery, I think uses. Does it say under the tool? Because I know the tools now actually give certain ability scores that they use.
2014 still asks me for query. It would be.
Well,
I mean, I would push for Dex.
are you 2014?
I'm 2014, yes.
So you're 5.0. Sure. Then I'll say you can do a Dex check with proficiency. It's interesting because the new tools have set ability score checks. And
Yeah,
if
and
you
that's
have
pretty
certain
cool.
if you have certain skill proficiencies, you gain advantage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Why are you 2014 though? Like, because I know your subclass is 2014, but you still can. I think you can use the 20.
The Kenku was 2014, the subclass was 2014.
But it's
And
compatible, right?
yeah,
I think it's compatible.
I
It's up to you.
thought the I was just going with stick with all 2014 or 2024 as much as I would have enjoyed using a 2024 rogue.
So if you
Well,
want,
what's your take on it? Yeah.
Kenku is not one of the updated races, right?
Yeah, correct.
So what I was letting other people do is you can stay Kenku, but use the mechanical bonuses of a different race. So the Kenku stuff is cosmetic, but like you can be like a halfling or something.
Oh,
If you're interested in going that route.
But you want some recall.
The
Oh
other
yeah,
thing
you would lose Kenku recall.
And
the
the
other
other thing
Kenku
was
stuff.
Phantom Rogue is 2024 or 2014 and not 2024. And
Oh right, because for some reason I thought you were doing Psychic Dagger Rogue. All right, so yeah, you probably want to stay
No.
more then. So
yeah.
we'll have to wait till they update the Phantom Rogue at least.
And can I use a story point to re-roll that forgery kit?
Yes.
That one.
Sure.
Cool.
Shit.
Because I got too many story
I
points.
was gonna say, can I like him guidance that?
Didn't
Yay.
you? Did
Guidance
you?
too.
Did you not just spend a bunch to redo yourself, like the respec?
That was how many was that?
A respec I think is 5, but let me check.
Cool. So if I
3.
spent 5 on the respec, I've done 2 journals since my respec.
It's under information, house rules, and
I
you look
wasn't
under-
sure if it was 3, or well, I thought it was 3.
Sounds
So
like
you
that
agree.
enough, though.
But
character
yeah,
respec
it's your
is 3.
points.
Yes, you can respec your character once for 3 points.
Cool. So I had 10 points when I respected, and then I've done 2 journals since I've respected.
Okay, so you'd be at 9, and then you spend
8.
another one now, so now you're at 8. All right, go ahead, give me a reroll. 22. All right, so you spend some time on this, coming up with a very lovely looking forgery with all the infernal markings and everything signed for V. And basically, after the rest, it is 5 o'clock. Yeah, I guess for next time, we'll travel back. Because we are
Sweet.
at 5:30. Good game, everyone.
Oh, thank you.
Good game.
Thank you, Luke. Super appreciate it.
Good game, guys. Kudo, glad you're alive and had power.
Yeah, go ahead and
It went out again and then came back on.
give me an MVP vote. Hopefully Mary's okay.
Yeah.
Journal
I-
uploading.